Oh my gosh, it actually loaded. Yosh, let's go. We gotta go hard diff because I'm 4 minutes late. Oh. Yes. Okay, just give me a second. I'm not used to being late. I've been sitting here the whole time trying to go and grab my waters, waiting for the download to go through so that way y'all could listen to the intro for a minute. Silver, this is like my first time being late in forever. I'm not known for being late. I'm known for being early, 3 minutes early on the dot every single day. Sure, but I literally get bullied for being early. Like, literally talk to Snare. She literally comes in and is like, oh, bitch, being late, quit be him. You know, sounds like excuses. I can't help it if Limbus just decides to be like, hey, I've got an extra update to put on your Bix. I'm like, man. Oh my gosh. Holy. Alright, OBS, I know we're on a brand new 32.0.1 version, but do not, and I mean this, do not crash when I change screens. I'm watching you. Always watching. I've got Mr. Task Manager pulled out in case things go wrong. Oh, yes, and we are live. Oh my goodness. Colin Mixes. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for how tired I sound. I literally slept till like 9 a.m. this morning. Actually, almost till like 10 or 11. And I just did not get up for a while. I was married to my bed and I was marinating under the covers. But hello. It's always nice to see you, Silver. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're almost to the weekend. Hang in there. Or whatever you got going on. Also, hi Devo, how you doing? By the way, I just noticed that Che has a 3 a.m. live stream my time. And I just realized it is back Limbus today. Devo is literally scarfing down the buffet today. Oh my goodness. Which, by the way, I did update the rules. As to like our resident backseaters, as to who is allowed to backseat, who is not allowed to backseat, as always. So I have designated Devo, Farist, Lirico, and Leia as our resident backseaters. So please, if you come in and you're attributed to Limbus Company and you are like, oi, why is he not using these IDs? Oi, shut up. Let me be in peace. Let me enjoy the spark of my burn team and let me just blaze forth into the ether. Oh my goodness. For Mr. It's 5:30 a.m. Oh my goodness, 5:30 a.m. for you right now? Hey, good morning. Hope you're... Wait a minute, if it's 5:30 a.m. Let me do the math in my head. Numbers, they hurt. You're somewhere... I'm trying to guess where in the world. Somewhere in the UK? Nah. Probably not. Also, hi, Che. Yes, Che is allowed to backseat all day long. Any game does not matter. Southeast Asia, hello to you then. I'm from the good old backwoods, Tennessee of the USA. What are the Virgilius of your Charon journey? Yes, you know, keeping me corrected and on track with the with everything that's going on. By the way, shall we do a poll on the banner? Y'all want to see how much my sanity? I've gone to pity once on this banner. Hello there. Who are you? Well, hello there. Another Faust unit. Oh my gosh. Hey yo. Oh, poison bleed. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I can finally look at the skills. Two defense level downs on skill 3. Oh my gosh. This is unreal. Oh my goodness, I love this. I love this because it has defense level down. Any unit that has defense level down, I'm in love with. I see. So she readies her bow on this one, and then it transforms her other skills based on whether or not she has like arrow sheet or these like ready to loose target aims or whatever. Yeah. You gotta take meds. I hope it's going well for you, Che. I hope everything's going well. Also, hi Cyber, welcome. How you doing? Alright, but as to our goal list for today, guys, we are going to be doing the collaboration event story for Arknights and Limbus company. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been beating my head against this banner since the day it launched. I have spent money on this banner. I am at 274 pulls on this banner, and I am losing my gosh darn mind with it. Like, I hope everyone has been having better pulls than me, because holy moly. So, I kind of eventually just bit the bullet, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to redeem one. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to redeem one of them. And I chose my boy Gregor. I chose the best boy ever. Also, hi Farist. Welcome in. How you doing? Yes. Let me go over here to Gregor. I want to look at the E.G.O. Just look at that. So immaculate. I love this. The whole like holy blade vibe. Like he's like a paladin, like some like dark avenger or something. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know who this guy is up here, but like I'm sure he is amazing. Like I love this whole thing right here. Is that a horse leg in the background? Oh my gosh, is there a Hans involved? Is that an Uma? But I really like it, and therefore it has inspired me to get a standard fare unit as soon as I have the shards for it. But I really want this Gregor, which as you can see I'm at 366 out of 400 shards. I want Zweigregor. I want Zweigregor because I feel like that E.G.O would go so well with Zweigregor in my opinion. Yeah. Sheep Faust is not going to get locked after Season 6. Nice. So I can just ignore her for Ardor Blossom. Yes. Nice. Big whale? Nah, I wouldn't call myself a whale. I've been playing this game mostly free to play. I just occasionally spend money when I'm like feeling the FOMO effects, which is not very often to be honest. But the collaboration definitely gripped me by the family jewels, you know. And I'm like, I'm really feeling it, honestly. But let me go back to the extract here because I wanna. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but like, come on, I'm on stream. It would be so funny to get one blue. I don't even care if it's a copy. I just want to see the pretty blue one more time. Pretty blue one time. That's all I'm asking. Give me a copy of Gregor. I don't care. Just blue. That's not too much to ask for. I just want blue. I want to see it on my screen. I want to witness it. Not on other people's screens. I want to witness it on my screen. Please, game. I'm begging you. Just one. Just one, please. Come on, I got one more. Last one, guys. Last one. It's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen. I don't even want it at this point. You know? I do not want it. Every whale says that. I've spent like maybe, let's see, how much money have I spent on this game? I paid for the battle pass. That's negligible. I think everyone pays for the battle pass, honestly. I bought one E.G.O to start my account because I needed a healer E.G.O. I bought only my starter manager packs, which I feel like is fair. All in all, tallying it up in my head, I probably spent around $100 or $120. I think that's completely fair. I do not think that is close to whaling. If you want to talk about whaling, we'll go look at my Wuthering Waves account. That's where I whale. That is the only game I'm allowed to whale on, honestly. Dang it, no blue. No blue. Man. I'm almost to another 100 pulls. Because this game does not want me to be happy. Arknight stage gives lunacy too. Alright, let's go play the collab now. Yeah, let's play collab now. Take me to the collab. Take me to the collab, not the mirror dungeon. Get me out of the mirror dungeon. Take me to the collab. I love this. Look at this event horizon. Oh my gosh. Rebellion de las Masas. Pilgrimage of Compassion. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Like when I first saw this screen on the start screen, like I'm not gonna lie, it took my breath away for a moment. Like I actually thought it was very breathtaking to see this type of like screen, and I kind of wish the game would like let us like choose our own start screen, unless that is a thing and I've just not found it. But I still have to get the title Elegy. So we still have to get Ishmael, the Scotty E.G.O. Which, by the way, this one is so pretty. This one is so pretty to look at. I love it. What's the passive on it? Combat serve is just a single enemy. Units left. Most attacks go. Oh, nice. That's honestly not a half bad passive. That's actually really nice. I still have to get the random chance boxes from here. I still have to get a lot of the threads and training tickets, but my goal is going to be getting Scotty and then getting the threads. Using the threads to uptime my stuff. I want to get these before. I've never really cared for getting the card detail stuff. I've never actually cared for these. But now I do care, and I do want them, because then they're going to go away forever. And I would like to remember this, because I have enjoyed this in the Mirror Dungeon a lot. Let's see, the story takes place after Interval 6 through Spring Cultivation. Would you like to view the story anyways? Yes, I would like to view the story, please. Alright, so Devo told me that this is kind of like a Mirror Dungeon in a sorts, so... Arknight says give C-sample event currency too. Oh my gosh, thank you for the reminder, Devo. Well, I do the Wuwa 2.6 main quest. I've already done 2.6 main quest, unless you meant the 2.7 main quest, which I will be doing next week. That'll be next week, Farist. I shoved Wuwa to the side this week because I wanted to pull for Galbrina on my own. And so I kind of put that one on the back burner, so... But yeah, don't worry. Next week we will definitely be doing 2.7 because I'm looking forward to the story. I was actually lurking through Che's entire live stream, but I was like trying not to like intake too many spoilers, but I was there in the background. Just no one knew. I kind of like came in towards the end and said hi. 20 energy. Oh my gosh. Your sunglasses. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we gotta clear this in 10 turns. Wait, where'd my ink fallen go? Oh, I accidentally converted my ink fallen earlier. Ah! I can only take 4? What? Oh my gosh. No, it's fine.
함께하죠. 함께하죠.
It's fine. I can do this. I can take it. Only for this stage? Okay. That's fine. I can take it. I was exploring a lobotomy corporation branch when my consciousness sinks into the depths. The sense of cognition itself, a concept without form, floats in the shadow of an ever-widening river, swept up in its currents to nowhere. When we ran into an abnormality, but Sod told us that Hungwan's Lobotomy Corp branch should be free of any abnormalities. The abnormality which had appeared out of nowhere was more otherworldly than any we'd encountered so far in our journey, and deep blue. It was fathomlessly blue, and seemed to have a pull that endlessly drew us into itself. Just as I was about to recall this abnormality, A myriad of sceneries and a flood of incalculable thoughts crashed into my mind like wild waves before ebbing away from its shores. I was already lost in a drift somewhere within my own consciousness when I realized this. Just how long am I going to be adrift? The sensation of my own consciousness floating away is quite the unfamiliar one. I floated about in that strange state for a while. An unfamiliar voice seizes my aimlessly drifting consciousness. Alright guys, every time Dante says consciousness, take a shot. Are you Dante? The fog of my vision clears as the voice breaks through the waves, and a concerned expression comes into view. Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, it's Amamiya. That's her name, right? This is like the only character I know from Arknights, so like I'm just kind of like going from memory here. Gregor, I think Dante has come too. So who are? I was about to ask further questions to this stranger with particularly long animal-like ears, but I felt the drowsiness coursing back with the terrifying memories of the dream, rendering me unable to speak. I have to get a hold of myself. After an indeterminate amount of time had passed, I barely managed to wake myself from slumber to get a grasp of my surroundings, only to find myself surrounded by more unfamiliarities. There was that stranger from earlier, sitting atop a rock, and silently taking in the sights, a young girl who probably saved my life. You know, can I just say I find it very reassuring that Dante actually feels stuff still? Wait, so were those animal ears after all? Okay, that's not important. Right now I have to prioritize figuring out just where in the world I ended up in. So where? We're standing by the Iberian coastline. How are you feeling? A little out of it, but I'm okay otherwise. Iberia, huh? Yes, we're in Iberia. Well, given that we're next to an ocean, maybe I drifted all the way to U-Corp's Great Lake. Iberia was an unfamiliar name, but that was all I had to go on, given that the city was still full of more unknowns than knowns to me. I radioed your colleagues when you briefly woke up earlier. They'll be here any minute. So wait, how did she already know our colleagues? How long were we out? Wait, my colleagues? You must have run into the sinners then. The fog of my mind immediately cleared as soon as I realized that the sinners were all nowhere. Oh my gosh, Don Quixote is unsupervised right now. Oh no. We gotta find them like right now. Oh my gosh. Sinners? I think so. I ran into them earlier. They were looking all over the place for someone with a clock for their head. It was a pretty unique description, so I could tell right away that you were the person they were looking for. So this is the clock head. So this clock head does come in handy. I know, right? Being like immediately recognizable has got to do wonders for yourself, right? Manager Bud! Oh my gosh, I love that. Gregor! I'd woken up in an unfamiliar place, an unfamiliar face, and in the midst of all this all-around sense of displacement, the faces that appeared before me were certainly a sight for sore eyes. Ka-ching! Gregor, Hung Lu! Miss Rabbit here told me she found you unconscious by the ocean, and phew! I came as fast as I could, and oh boy, I was worried that something bad might happen. Glad to see you're doing fine. Were you lost at sea? I don't know. I do think I'm fine though. I guess I'm just not having any way to drink water finally coming in handy. Wait, I just realized Dante can't necessarily breathe or drink water or eat food, can he? Does he even sleep when he's like a clock? Oh my goodness, let me clear my throat for a second. Alright, I'm feeling much better now. You should go get that checked out just in case. Wait, your head's waterproof, right? Gregor takes a moment to steady his breathing, then mutters a casual quip as he lights a cigarette. Well, he doesn't seem that concerned. Maybe we're not actually in that much danger. So what happened? Where are we? Do you remember entering that lobotomy court branch Zichun told us about? Yeah. Yeah, we ran into a new abnormality and got sucked into it before we even had a chance to do anything. Wait, we got eaten by an abnormality? I really thought that was it for us, especially with you getting sucked in there too, manager. But when we came to, despite waking up with our faces down in some ditch, we were all fine without a scratch. Though there was quite the mess when we realized that you'd gone missing. We wanted to search for you immediately, but it took a while before we got a better bearing of where we were. So, we're not at U-Corp's Great Lake. Some of us considered that to be a distinct possibility, but it's unlikely. Ishmael was really certain that we were not in District 21. She did concede that we might be in an unknown area within the Great Lake at the outskirts, but that doesn't seem likely either, given what the rabbit-eared lady here said. The outskirts region of the Great Lake, I've met all kinds of people from all over Terra. Are we in another world? Did we get isekai'd? Oh my gosh, are we like actually isekai'd right now? Like, what is going on? I've never met anyone who referred to the Iberian Sea that way. Terra? Iberia? As I found myself puzzled by these unfamiliar terms, a very obvious question suddenly struck me. Speaking of which, who are you? You fellas haven't introduced yourselves to each other yet? It's just that it's all a lot to take in. It's understandable. You did just wake up from a pretty harrowing experience. She is, Actually, would you like to do the honors yourself? I'm Amiya, the leader of I'm Amiya, the leader of Rhode Island. Please just call me Amiya. I'm Dante, manager at Limbus Company. I know I'm late, but thanks for saving my bacon. Oh my gosh, Dante. It seems that this Rodeo Island is a pretty big pharmaceutical corporation, but... Gregor trails off ominously and scratches his head before continuing some mild trepidation. This young lady with the rabbit ears doesn't know what the head is at all. As far as I know, there aren't any organizations in Terra with the same characteristics as the one Mr. Gregor explained. At least not with a name like the Head. Also, sorry, it's Rhode Island, not Rodeo. Sorry, Gregor's kind of bad with names. So, what you're saying is we're not in the city anymore. It'd be weird for any higher-ups at these huge corporations to know less about the Head than we do, let alone be completely clueless about it. Well, maybe we've tumbled into a previously undiscovered zone of the outskirts or the ruins, probably. Or maybe we've really found ourselves in a completely different world. Oh my gosh, we actually got isekai'd. Wait, does that mean our powers don't work here anymore? Can I still revive the sinners? Oh gosh, oh my, imagine having to do this on a one life run. Oh. If their conjecture is correct, we're in way bigger trouble than I thought. This wasn't like the time we accidentally stranded ourselves in the outskirts via a door in the corridor. Is that a Walpurgis reference? Amiya stared at me with some concern as though she felt my distress. I think I can draw a connection to something else that's happening here. Really? Yes, recently, anomalous signs and events have been occurring in Iberia, ever since a mysterious dimensional door appeared at sea. And it's been said that this dimensional door is connected to something very, very distant to something that we've never observed before, so... Not a Walpurgis snack reference? Dang, I did not hit the nail. I did not hit the nail on the head, man. Seems reasonable to theorize that the dimensional door is how we managed to cross over to this world. I really would have appreciated Faust's inputs. Where'd all the other sinners go anyway? Oh, is this why we only have access to like 4 sinners? A bit late on the uptake to be gawking around for the other sinners now, don't you think? They're at a settlement near here where they're all helping out with various odds and ends of the village, while taking turns searching for Dante, of course. You know, I never thought about how difficult it'd be to search for someone when we're, like, fish out of water, too. Man, I've barely got a wink of sleep since yesterday. Everyone's gotta be really tired then, so it's just you two out here for now. No, Ishmael and Yisang are the other half of the search party, which just happen to be the last group in the rotation. They must be searching elsewhere to find you, manager. Heh! We got the news early thanks to Mia's comms gear, but the other team didn't. Yeah, we got lucky. The other team, well, we don't have any way to get in touch with them, so they'll probably continue their search until the shift is done. Oh, are we talking about the village you mentioned earlier? Uh-huh, right. You've not been there yet, huh? I guess it's a bit off the beaten path. Well, we're gonna have to rendezvous with the other centers anyway, so let's head to the village for now. Something seemed to pique Amiya's interest as she fell into a contemplative silence, before carefully speaking up. I would like to accompany you there. Sure, I don't see why not. You helped us find manager, and more importantly, you seem to know a lot more about this place than we do. I don't actually know Iberia that well either, but I should be able to be of some help. They've closed their borders and have practically locked out any foreign influences from affecting them, but I did get a briefing before the mission. Closed borders, huh? Then how did you get in, Miss Amiya? We followed Dr. Kalsitz's directions and illegally crossed the country border. Illegally? Oh, does that mean you crossed the border without obtaining any permission, Amiya? We had to cross the border somehow in order to investigate how and why the dimensional door came to be. I know, right, Devo? Illegal trespassing. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I smell conflict. Is it normal for pharmaceutical companies to be doing that? Large pharmaceutical companies often dispatch their agents for missions. Yes, Rhode Island, in its essence, is a pharmaceutical company researching treatments for people infected with oropathy. But we also work to prevent and assist in the management of various situations that occur in high-risk areas. High-risk areas, huh? Wait, what about your companions? I doubt you came all the way here on your own. That's, we were forced to split up due to certain forces that were in pursuit. Wait, stop! Amiya's ears twitched as she came to a stop and began scanning the surrounding area. Then... there! As he stood about confused, Amiya noticed something pointed towards the seashore, hidden behind large and cragged rock formations. Wait, what are we supposed to... huh? Oh my gosh, it's Scotty. That's her name, right? That's her name, Scotty. Oh my gosh, that's a great sword. Ooh. Bickering with two familiar faces. Again, move. You're in the way. You needn't worry, as you do. We have had ample experience battling monsters who are much like them. Listen, I'm not worried. It's... come on, better to have 3 fires than 1, right? Besides, you're the first person we ran into out here, so we've got a lot of questions to ask. Yisang, Ishmael! Dante, you're unharmed. And here I was getting ready for a 3-day-long search. What a relief. We were all really worried that we might never be able to find you. Fuhu. We managed to find... I cannot do the fuhu. My voice is like so dried out. I cannot do the fuhu. I've been like sitting here drinking water trying to like get to it, but I'm like, I cannot do it, guys. I've literally been eating these like cough drops all day, but man, it is not helping. We managed to find them thanks to help from Miss Amiya here. Amiya? Are you two acquainted? Not a good time for a reunion. It can wait until after we've taken out the sea monsters. Scotty, are those organisms the Seaborns Dr. Carlson mentioned? She looks like she got out of the bath. I can kind of see it. She looks like she definitely took a dip in the water. They're sea terrors, to be specific. The less sophisticated ones among them. And they're probably here for me. Sea terrors. I hear the sticky noise of something viscous slithering against the rocks. Alright, CHA, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. When I turned to face the origin of the unsettling noise, I smelled the heavy, wet scent of brine. I wonder if it's moist. Oh no, not these things. No, 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 no. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. No, 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 no. I hate these things. At the end of my gaze await strange monsters, unlike distortions, unlike abnormalities, unlike anything I've ever seen. It is as though the sea itself is encroaching on the land. I was almost certain we weren't at the Great Lake, but I'm not so sure anymore. Her experiences with the thick scent of brine at the Great Lake must have put her in a wary mood. As Ishmael seemed to be a lot more apprehensive about these monsters than anyone else. Do you think these creatures could be whales or mermaids, perhaps? I don't know. The Great Lake and the outskirts are full of unexplored mysteries after all. Dante, what do your senses say? It's unclear. I'd say the closest comparison I can make is with the whales, but even that's not conclusive. Huh. More enemies on the horizon. By the way, can I just say, I just love how cute Amiya is. Like, she's so adorable. She looks really good in this art style. Like, honestly, I love it. It's amazing. Doesn't seem like we can talk things out with them, though. So, let's take him out. Yes, finally, time for combat. Time for reading. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see what our burn units can do. Oh, there's a lot of these guys. Oh, man. No, they all have the minus 33% HP, convert final coin on skill to unbreakable. No! Why? Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna have to... Wait, hold on, this might not be so bad. We got... It's not a focused encounter. Yes, let him have it! Get him, Gregor! Hey, stop that. Don't get handsy with my Ishmael. Ooh, staggered, are we? Looking like you're not doing too good. Yi-Sang is doing his own thing right now. We got three Wrath. Let's see. We don't have a lot of burn on these targets, but you know, we might as well go with some of our heavier attacks before they expire. Oh my god, this is the Hong Lu slide and take out the legs on one of them. Oh my gosh. Bro was sliding in like a baseball player across the home plate. Alright, what we got going here? Alright, Yi-Sang and Gregor are getting at it. They're getting worked up and ready to go. There's 12 of them total. Alright, we can take them. They're gonna have to send more of these guys to take us out. Honestly, I'm just gonna go... We're just gonna farm that Wrath. Yosh! I has a lot of sinking. I don't like that. But Hong Lu is getting at it. Oh my gosh. And why did he jump in the air like that? Ooh, dude, I love how for sea creatures, they're so weak to fire. Oh my gosh. Get him, Gregor! Ooh, let's see. Oh, we're overheated right now. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. So now we can use the fire fist move. Yes, let's do it like this. Oh, I didn't see Gregor do anything. Nice, Ishmael. Good for him. Oh, there goes Gregor. Yes! Get him out of here. Oh, there's only 3 left. Let's go. Theater time. Oh, I just realized I have no fuel. But dang, he is making it work right now. I probably should use a counter to like give him fuel or something so that way he could consume it.
Mission accomplished.
Ooh, that was so clean. I love that mission accomplished. If we have Mia as the voice announcer, can we like keep the mission accomplished thing? Like that is so cool. I like that. That was amazing. All remaining enemies have retreated to the sea. Good work, everyone. Also, hi Lirico, how's it going? We just started. You have not missed a thing. We just got going on this. Phew. Didn't think I'd have to deal with anything remotely like this outside the Great Lake. You can say that again. It would have taken us the whole day if that Scotty character didn't occupy the other half, while Miss Rabbit here helped us from a distance. As we were catching our breath after the battle, I heard a brief hum. When I turned to look at its source, I saw Scotty glaring at me with palpable alarm. Why is she being like so red alert right now? Strange people who Wait, they witnessed us change into our identities. Oh, that's so cool. I love how we're actually getting someone who's like, that is strange. I love it. You finally learned how to put money into a game. You got the pass. Nice, Lirico. Good. That means you'll get a lot of the guaranteed E.G.O shard boxes. And ahead of a clock? I guess they're both technically true. While it's nothing more than a theory at this point, I think they have a lot to do with the dimensional door we're supposed to be investigating. Nice to meet you, I guess. You're free to guess which pass. Let me guess. Limbus Company. Limbus. That's because only us sinners can hear Dante's voice. I'm just wondering how Miss Mia can seemingly understand Dante. Wait, how does Mia understand Dante? How is she like one of the only ones who actually hear his ticking sounds? Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah, it completely flew over my head that I even questioned how weird this is. You got beat up by a recorder this morning? Oh gosh. How did you win? Did you use the Ishmael strategy? Their voice sounds like a ticking clock to me too, but I don't know. It's almost like I can sense what they're trying to say, like what kind of emotion they're trying to convey. Her explanation reminded me of the blue boy in Sinclair's past, but I didn't quite feel the uncanny sensation from Amiya that I felt from them. So she can read me, kind of like how Virgilius can, I guess. Well, I don't think it's a bad thing. That's true. It's been a bit of a hassle to always need Faust or Hong Lu to translate for you, Dante. I'd like to know exactly how she can understand Dante, but I don't think we've got the luxury of time to sit down and figure this out. So, are we heading back? Sounds like a plan. It's not like we know anywhere else to go, right? Oh, and Miss Rabbit here will be tagging along too. She said she'd help us find our way back. I'm glad to be working with you two also, Miss Ishmael and Mr. Yisang. Took the words right out of my mouth. You've already helped us plenty, and you clearly know a lot more about this place than we do. The journey is long. Perhaps embarking on it ere the sun's fall would be wise. How long's the journey? No idea. It's not like we have a clock. Gregor! Gregor! I do know that it's not very far, though. We just need to walk along the coastline for a bit. You believed in the power of slosh mail thread spin 4. Oh my gosh. Wow. Lirico actually going up against Ricardo that way? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Scotty quietly points in my direction. Oh, Dante can't tell us the time because they're not on time. Then why the clock head? I didn't exactly choose to get myself a clock-shaped head. I looked away from Scotty's inquisitive eyes, which were quite solidly fixed on my head. The coasts of Iberia are hardly good places for people to live. Those things can go anywhere in this world, but hey, they thrive at places that meet the ocean. So how did people manage to build a village at a place like this? The monsters are called seaborns, or sea terrors, yes? While it is true that they pose certain difficulties, they were hardly the kind of monsters with the strength to bring scourge and drive out the local populace. Don't judge them based on that brief skirmish. Hi Zeno, good morning, how are you? Hi. She's just telling us to be on guard, right? Scotty can be quite curt, but she's not a bad person. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Scotty and Ishmael might have a lot in common. They're kind of similar in my opinion. I don't think she said anything wrong. Nothing rules out the existence of stronger variants of these creatures being out here. Scotty's concern only served to fan my curiosity, but something about her expression communicated that I probably shouldn't pry, so I quietly quickened my pace as we walked to the village. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how we can use them as E.G.Os, but not as IDs. Like, it would be really cool if we could, like, copy their abilities as, like, identities. That would actually be really funny. But I guess it's because, I guess due to lore, it's like, the centers are not even a part of that world, so there's nothing for them to base their identity off of. Oh my gosh, we are getting stuff for doing this. Nice. I wonder if we can get hard mode after a while. Ooh. Nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, Devo, how many missions do we have to go through, by the way? Like, how big is the collaboration? Did I get the Mega Greg? I did get Mega Greg. I'm not gonna be able to, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use it very often, though. This hardly looks like a village. It's more like the ruins of one, isn't it? It doesn't seem like they've done any proper upkeep to the place. Not in a while, at least. They're really here, living together. Why is the village destroyed in the background? Did they lay waste to this village? The strange buildings tell the stories of former prosperity from a bygone era. Our steps leave no footprints on the wet, muddy ground. On it, see a rotting sign marked with the name Faro Muerto. Everywhere I look in this village, I see evidence of long, silent abandonment. We don't see these kind of abandoned-looking ruins often in the city either. Really? Honestly? Come on. All we do is skulk around in ruins, I feel like. 14 missions, don't worry about using Greg. Just him existing makes him a tank. I love it. That's why I want Zweigregor, so I can have like a carry tank. I also have Zwei Ishmael because she is just amazing, and I fell in love with using her during the Ricardo fight. I actually used Zwei Ishmael and N Corp Sinclair in order to get through it. Also, good morning, Ton. How are you? 13 stages with the 14 as the MD floor 1. Okay, I see. So where are these? Where are the centers? There's a clearing down there where we were entrapped betwixt a twain of great ships, narrowing winds against our sail. Whoa! And that is when the young Ishmael boomed her command most resonant. Say no more. I didn't even have to try to search for them. The unmistakably sonorous and familiar voice echoing triumphantly between the empty buildings. That's Don Quixote's voice when she's sharing her adventurous tales. There she was, standing atop a low podium like an actor on stage, regaling a group of people in rags with tales of our adventures like a traveling thespian. We will not be doing any Torm Online content until Friday. Answers, ye dogs, oarsmen, 'tis the moment I, Ishmael, the first mate of vessel, Mephistopheles, shall never... Stop, Mate, hold on, just what do you think you're doing? Young Ishmael, unhand my mouth, for I was about to regale them with the most fantastic tale of adventures at the great Manager Esquire. Verily thou hast returned with Manager Esquire safely in tow. What? They found Clockhead. A burning clock for a head? Oh gosh, please don't chase us out for being like heretics or something. When I was a child, I heard a story about the legendary Sarkaz with a flaming head. Why would someone like that visit our humble village? While their exterior may carry elements that inspire fear in some, there is no cause for alarm. Oh my gosh. Mersalt spoke. Can you believe this? Mersalt is speaking? Oh my goodness. Also, good morning, Corey. I mean, good evening, Corey. How are you? Also, Lirico, if you like the E.G.O, you're more than welcome to take it, because as you do the battle pass, you're gonna get a lot of E.G.O shards, and in doing so, you can completely choose other Gregors in order to unlock them. I myself, in like only a quarter of a season, managed to get most of the Leia Association units, and I managed to get a lot of 3 stars later once I actually started the next season officially. Once I understood like more about how to like actually play the game. They might look like that, but they're Dante, our manager, and the rest are... Oh, hello. I'm sorry, who are you two? They're 2 very nice people who helped us find Dante. This is Miss Amia, leader of Rhode Island. And this is Miss Scotty, their operator. They'll be coming along with us for a little while. With us? We believe that the dimensional door, which we at Rhode Island are investigating, has something to do with why you suddenly woke up here in Iberia. As Amia was bringing the sinners up to speed. The villagers who were staring at us curiously approached us. Did our conversation manage to convince them that we're not a threat? I sure hope so. You are friends of our saviors. Saviors? Verily, 'tis quite the grand title, yet that is indeed the word by which we are addressed. To be more precise, by saviors, they are referring only to Faust and Otis. Oh my gosh, what did Faust and Otis do? Faust gave me a light nod when we made eye contact. Oh my gosh, Faust is here. Yes! Faust! But I could tell that her lips were drawing a very subtle, smiling arc. So I'm guessing something did happen. They were quite mistrustful upon our initial arrival. What business do outsiders have here? What if they're from the Inquisition? Oh no, what do we do? After all we went through to get here. Calm yourselves, everyone. None of them are carrying what appears to be their scriptures or lamps. Let's try to see who they are. Man, I don't think they're gonna trust us anytime soon. They're all old curmudgeons. Let's STNC then PTSD. Is there a resident Ryoshu translator, namely by the name of Che? I'm joking. I know Che's currently out of the stream at the moment, but holy moly, I swear I need like a translator for Ryoshu. Sinclair will translate. Nice. You can't do that, Ryoshu. We can't pillage their storage depots. It looks like they already have it hard enough as it is. I don't think STNC is a good way to get started either. Should we just help elsewhere? Just look at how thin their arms are. Oh my gosh, I just imagine Rhodia being like, imagine people not being able to eat. She's probably thinking like, dang, there's no food around here for me to scarf down on. Perhaps we can inquire as to where our whereabouts are. We are to decide our lodging. I don't know if you could say Ryosha is Sinclair's girlfriend, considering what he saw her do with her food once. Yeah. I don't even want to remember that moment on the bus, honestly. While the landscape is certainly reminiscent of U-Corp, but I don't recall seeing or learning about any place that looks like this, though I can't say I've been to every corner of U-Corp. I ask again, what business do outsiders even have here? Their fingers are tightening around the grips of their weapons. Prolonged silence will most likely turn this into a hostile encounter. We can't have that. Hi, we're from Limbus Company. We're fixers of justice. Yeah, that fixers of oi. Don't you know when to keep it down? Fixers. That over there. It's a ship blueprint, isn't it? Are you looking to repair a vessel by any chance? All these construction materials seem to suggest so. Chief! This does not concern you. It's not something a mere outsider can understand. Curious. I've never seen an energy source like this before. Have you run the test to rule out any stability issues? It seems the power of the heat exchanger via some... You know, I sometimes forget the centers are actually... They actually come from backgrounds where they were like either like inventors or something, or they worked on something for a prolonged time. I actually forget that they actually know their shit from time to time. It seems the power of the heat exchanger via some method comparable to the utilization of fusion energy. Have you any thoughts on this, Miss Faust? The general design structure is somewhat old-fashioned, but there certainly are inspired parts to this design, particularly with the usage of the core energy source. While its stability would need to be further studied, this technology seems to be incredibly energy efficient. You identified all that by merely glancing at this blueprint. You must be the village chief, then. If so, I have a proposition for you. In return for assisting in their ship's repair, we were promised a ride on their vessel. Miss Faust has theorized that perhaps by going out to sea, we may be able to find a way to return to whence we came. Does that mean we can find a way back somewhere out there in the sea? You know, I'm gonna be honest, the amount of times they have mentioned a dimensional doorway, I gotta think about it, like, surely we just go back through the doorway, right? At this moment, we are working based on a hunch. Sensing the implicit omen in her choice of words, I slowly turned around to look at Faust, who nodded solemnly in response. If we're really in a different world, even her Gesellschaft has to be. No issues were encountered in the repair process. Faust smiles faintly as she looks around, then pulls me in by my hems. She whispers in a low voice. My connection to Gesellschaft is currently operating at a suboptimal level, Dante. So it's still connected at least? Indeed it is. However, even exchanges of simple information are taking up dozens of hours by current calculation. Wait, is this what Faust uses for like calculating like outcomes and stuff? I'm gonna be it's been a while since I've heard that name, or is that like a spoiler I should know about? Is this a warp train situation because we're in a different dimension? The cause should be identical. We have been connected to an unidentified, unpredictable dimension. However, Faust is aware that the pathway to our original dimension is yet to close this time. Unlike the situation back aboard the warp train. Wait, oh my gosh, that means there's gonna be a part of the story where we get to go on a warp train? Oh, I can't wait to see that. So to get back to where we came from, indeed, traveling through the pathway is the most feasible solution. And from that, you came up with the whole plan to repair the ship and sail out to the sea? Yes. Well, I am also a genius after all. Amiya conjectured that we probably came through a dimensional door of sorts. Looks like that dimensional door might be what Faust is looking for. With high likelihood, yes. At least there's a way back. I find myself calming down a little. Oh, speaking of which, when do you think we can wrap up the repair job? As fortune should have it, a majority of the most time-consuming parts of the repair have already been completed by the locals. It shouldn't take us more than a day or two to get its core parts shipshape again. Executive Manager. We'll be staying here for a few more days. Then how did you manage last night? Not the warp trains. You don't want to Love Town alone. Oh, what has Lirico gone through, I wonder. Well, like I said earlier, we've been keeping ourselves busy looking for you this whole time. Man, that means we've been out of commission for a very, very long time. We took turns helping with the repairs and resting, but I doubt any of us got a proper night's rest. Still, we weren't cold thanks to the villagers who kept the fire going for us all night. Not to mention how they helped us a ton with that local map they drew us. Oh, also Chief handed us this earlier. What's it for? This looks like a sack to collect water. Give it here. I know how to get that installed. It must be to repay Miss Faust and Miss Otis's efforts at repairing their ship, yet the service they provide us is certainly quite generous, even when taking the transactional nature into account. They're really giving us the best treatment they can, huh? As for food, we managed to fill ourselves with some cookies and bread Rhodia keeps in her pockets. How much food do you have in your pockets, Rhodia? You're not gonna starve, woman. Like, please, for the love of everything, empty the pockets. She carries enough cookies and bread for 12 people? They did offer us some nosh, those dried fish things, but we refused. I ain't about taking food from the needy. No need to concern yourself so much with our hospitality. You have done more than enough to earn your keep. Rhodia is prepared. I know, right? She is very well prepared. Like, oh my gosh. I turned around to look at the source of that low, rumbling voice, and I saw an old man in an outfit that seemed to distinguish itself amongst the other villagers. There you are, Chief. Is there a place for us to stay the night? We do have places to shelter from the misty humidity at the very least. I'm not gonna lie, I like going to the ocean and feeling the mist coming off of the ocean. The way it just kind of like drifts and like wafts inland. It's very refreshing, but man, the humidity is a lot to deal with. But like at the same time, it's refreshing. There's an empty building there, so feel free to occupy it for the night. Oh, are you sure? I don't mind sleeping in the streets myself. Hey, speak for yourself. I've been looking forward to sleeping with a roof over my head since, like, yesterday. You'll catch a cold sleeping in the elements in this environment, which is fine by me for the rest of you. But we cannot afford to have the executive manager or honored guests suffer that fate. Honored guests? I heard about what happened from the four who left in search of the executive manager. First, I would like to begin by imparting my infinite gratitude. And there she goes with the glazing, guys. There she goes. The Queen of Glaze. At it again. I hear that you are a leader at a pharmaceutical company. This acquaintance shall certainly come in handy in case our stay becomes significantly prolonged. Haha. Otis, why are you looking at her like that? Otis. Otis. Alright, stop. Stop looking at her like that. I was just surprised by her boldness to say something so materialistic when they're standing right there. Can I stay in your village too, Chief? The village chief took a brief glance at the hems by her right wrist, then nodded. Welcome to Ferro Muerto. You are welcome to stay for as long as you want. And please do let me know if you find yourselves without food. Our food supply may be tight, indeed, but we have enough to share with those who help repair the vessel. Ooh, you better not go back in your word later. I wonder what kind of local delicacies await. Dried fish like they were eating earlier, maybe? Rhodia literally does not care what where the food comes from, does she? She just wants food. Oh my goodness. Hey, Chief. What is it? Just how are you surviving out here by the sea? Perhaps the question of how we are surviving may be somewhat misdirected. For we are only pursuing every possible avenue because we must survive. The Chief responds to Scotty's perceived hostility with a hearty smile. Wait, was she being hostile or was she just being, like, inquisitive? I couldn't tell. After leaving some firewood for the night, he left. 12 tons of food is just hiding inside that clothes. I just imagine she's like the kids from Codename Kids Next Door, where she, like, opens her jacket and she's just strapped via duct tape with just rows of Twinkies. Where she just goes, heh, you may not like it, but this is what the ideal prepper form looks like, you know? Like, oh my gosh, that would be an amazing Rhodia art, actually. I'm going. Can't learn much from here. Huh? You're going somewhere at this hour? Scotty, does this have something to do with the coast? I remember what you said before we got to the village. Something about how coasts are hardly good places to live in. Dante wants to know if this has something to do with the coast. Do you understand the A-Gear language? A-Gear language? No? She's the merchant at Resident Evil 4 equivalent, but for food? Exactly. She's literally the walking supermarket. Dante, Scotty just spoke in A-Gearian. I couldn't understand a word of Scotty and the Chief's conversation because I don't speak A-Gearian. It may only be that there were enough lexical similarity between one of the city's languages and the language Scotty spoke for them to comprehend the meeting. What do you want to eat? Can I eat Rhodia? I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'll behave. Anyway, I have some things to look into. Something you're all too slow to see. Plot twist, they're all just speaking in Japanese. Honestly, that's what I expect. That is exactly what I expect from this. Anyway, I have some things to look into. Something you're all too slow to see. You still have to tell us about it later. Please remember, you're not on a solo mission, Scotty. This is a team effort from Rhode Island. Will do. Scotty nodded lightly before leaping off into the night, out of our sights. I'm kinda worried about her. She's not the best with people, but she's also pretty thoughtful. She'll be okay. Hey, listen, I gotta fill in the blanks when I can, you know? We can probably just pick an unlit building and stay the night there, right? Trying our best to ignore the mood that was starting to turn awkward, we made our way into a nearby unoccupied building. Oh my goodness, so much reading. My voice is cracking so hard. Oh my goodness. But we're getting some progress. But man, I'm learning so much about Arknights, just like from kind of interacting with them in this collab. I love it. Hard disk stage 11, dare me. This right here? This right here, Devo? You want me to do this? Is this what you want? Are you sure? You think I can't handle it? No, 11? What is 11? Where's 11? Ah! Take me back in. I'm not done. Wait, I just realized, if we do the collab, do I get to, like, does this get added to our notes for afterwards, or is it only for, like, when the collab is active? But, I mean, there's no stage 11, though. So we're on stage 3 right now. But I'll definitely do the hard modes Devo is prompting me for. We walked past a few narrow buildings and remnants of narrow buildings before we came across a hall large enough to house all 15 or so of us. Big's ready to get the free E.G.O. I want to get it. I'm hoping we get enough once we complete the collaboration and maybe do our mirror dungeons. I'm going to try to wrap this up before Che streams because, like, I don't want to, like, take up all y'all's time. So we're definitely going to try to, like, get as far as we can. Okay, now we're ready. With the curtains on the window removed, the smoke has an exit. Whoa, I thought we were doomed to shudder ourselves to sleep with soaking wet firewood and all. I had no idea that'd work. We just have to get a small fire going underneath it with the wood until the wood dries up and catches fire. The downside being is all this smoke. Yeah, we go back to reading. I know, right? It's clear that she has some field experience, unlike some fools I know. Okay, Otis, you could have said folks. Folks, not fools. Folks. We gotta learn to be nice. We don't need to glaze this hard. It's okay. I shan't sit here and let her carry the burden of labor alone. Bequeath upon me thine ingredients, young Rhodia, for I shall conjure thee a pot of special fixer soup. Is this how Dawn got the stew E.G.O? I believe it does, Lirico. I believe it does. I do have it equipped on my Gregor as of right now. You're making soup with cookies and jelly? No. No, 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 no. You are not getting anywhere near the kitchen again. Not after what you cooked up last time. Well, I must admit to a certain level of interest. As many of our fellows viscera are oft racked with intense agony upon ingesting dishes of your making. Perhaps it would be wiser if we saved the occasion for a safer environment. Right, don't you remember? We agreed to leave cooking to Mère Roti if we're ever in a situation like this, remember? Did we? See, I think it's become some sort of unspoken rule after everything that happened. Remember during last year's cooking contest at K-Corp, they were the only two people who managed to get remotely positive reviews. Is this a Chicken Intervallo reference? Oh my gosh, I think this is a Chicken Intervallo reference. Ooh, does that mean we'll get to try Otis's cooking once again? Denied. We still have plenty of high-calorie foods like cookies and jellies here. I find no reason to do something so inefficient. I'm glad to see that everyone's still energetic given the circumstances. The chicken was real, I know, right? Which, by the way, if we get everything done and we still have time afterwards, we'll definitely try to do Chicken Intervallo ending. Well, we're all quite used to getting thrown into unfamiliar places. Speaking of which, did you manage to reach your colleagues, Amiya? She shook her head, concerned. They might have lost their comm devices, or maybe they ran into some other trouble. Could they be in danger? I don't know, but I'm sure they're okay. The doctor, Dr. Calcid, they're both more than capable enough to look after themselves. Long has this curiosity lingered within me, thus allow me to inquire. Corporations are, by their nature, organizations in pursuit of profit. Yet the activities of your corporation resemble those of charity organizations as opposed to a pharmaceutical company. Is there aught that might explicate this blurred distinction? Aha! I also wanted to know as well. How come a pharmaceutical company like Rhode Island is helping people? Oh my gosh, I love how they're just like, why are you not greedy? What is going on? Why are you not like an actual corporation? Why are you not driven by corporate greed and shareholders? The horrible experiment seemed through the cascade of flowing tears in the face of suffering. The embodiment of greed that left a terrible wound in Hong Lu's fathoms. The pharmaceutical companies I've seen in my journey were corporations that, despite possessing the capacity to heal, chose to obsess over the profit it can provide. There are many in Terra who are suffering from a disease. The disease crystallizes you. It spreads deeper and deeper into the infected's internal organs, eventually culminating in their death. It's called oropathy. Amiya showed me the back of her right hand, dotted by what appeared to be obsidian crystallizations. Its appearance reminded me of the biotreatments from the back streets, but there was something more to it, something more restless, something more sinister. It's a terrible, painful disease, but there haven't been any recorded cases of full recovery. But there's an even worse problem. Pray tell, what could possibly be worse than an incurable, deadly disease? While it varies region by region, discrimination against the infected is widespread across Terra. Those who suffer from it, so basically another form of clanker, exactly. Get over here, flesh sack, time for your correction! Gisei began with a dark expression. Some are quarantined in places with terrible, inhumane conditions, and there have been massacres too. I don't mean to be callous, but is this oropathy highly contagious? No, there have not been any recorded cases of infection by contact as long as the subjects are alive. But when the infected dies, the crystal growths on their body decay and turn to dust, scattering, which is what spreads the plague. Then, barring environments like active battlefields where casualties are to be expected, staying within close proximity of the infected in daily life seems to hardly pose any risk. So what's the problem then? They're already past the point of caring about what the problem is. Once people start feeling iffy, all logic goes out the window. Then Rhode Island's goal has to be, yes, it is important to develop a cure for oropathy, but I think what really matters is that we change the circumstances for the better for the infected. That's not going to be an easy endeavor, though that is what gives your effort more meaning. I hope you can achieve the goal, Amiya. I really do. Sub for truth. The city, this world, we both live in worlds full of surprises, don't we? What kind of world did you come from, the city? What kind of place is the city anyways? The kind of place with too many pointless rules. The kind of place where the moment you think isn't it this too much, you see something even worse. Oh my gosh, are those the sweepers? Oh my gosh, it's the sweepers! Oh, dude, I cannot wait for the sweepers to come back in the story. Oh my gosh! Try as I might, I couldn't think of a single positive thing about the city. The senators seemed to be in agreement, as most of what came after was quite scathing. The kind of place where good deeds rarely ever go unpunished. Where sympathy is a good attitude to have if you like getting stabbed in the back. Nothing good ever works out there. It's a shite hole. It's an irrational place full of absurdities. Absurdity is an omnipresence. Therefore, it is not a subject by which one should be aggrieved. We can at least grouse about them, though. I mean, it's the only thing we can do. It would be more correct to experience more and acclimatize oneself to it instead of it complaining. You did say something like that last time. Just as the mood was starting to turn rather sour, Don Quixote's shout shattered through the awkwardness. Verily, nary a day goeth by untarnished villains and their fell deeds. Yet worry thee not, for where evil riseth, so doth fixers of justice too. Don Quixote jumped from her seat and passionately shook her fist, which was followed by a heavy crack and the sound of small pebbles tumbling down. What did she just do? Did she just smash a hole in the wall? Don Quixote, watch out! You get shadow banned, Devo? Poor Devo. Devo, why don't you just put it in the Discord and I'll read it out loud and we can all get shadow banned together. Why is there a cute girl in our walls? And from behind the wall, she accidentally broke down. An unfamiliar visage of a villager appeared and stared back at Don Quixote. It appeared that she was eating something out of a can while reading a book. How Farist now? You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I gotta give Dawn some credit. Because she is absolutely adorable. Oh my gosh, can we keep her, Otis? Farist Lightfoot, you gotta apologize first. Sigh, alas, seemed a tad too hyper today. Apologies, for I hardly expected the wall to crumble with such ease. Art thou unhurt? Any injuries? To pray tell to what? Forget the apology. I just want to know what happens next. The fixers of justice rose up to do what? Oh! Oh! Hast thou come to hear the tale of fixers? I don't know about coming to us, given how Miss Don Quixote was the one who punched the wall down. Ahem! Oh, is it too late an hour? I don't mind waiting till morning if you want to sleep. Nay, not at all. 'Tis quite an early hour for tales, in fact. Prithee, seat thyself here. You ungovernable fool. Calm down. We don't even know who she is. And don't you forget to share those fixer tales over there in the corner to not disturb our sleep. The city is like LA and California together, but worse. Exactly. Imagine LA and California mixed with New York and Chicago. But let's take out all the laws. Yes. And then let's just make Silicon Valley just evil dictators. Essentially, that's the city. You said it in the Limbus room? Alright, let me read it. Let's see. In the city, they managed to purge racism by eradicating every single non-human species. My place. Ow. Oh my goodness, Devo, that's crazy. But absolutely correct. Yeah. Cartel in Ohio bullshit is topping. Oh my goodness. Let's say all the laws to just normal LA. Exactly. It's not like they enforce them there anyways. I think at this point the world just is waiting for LA to burn down. But at the same time, then they have to have somewhere to go. Oh gosh, keep them in LA, please. YouTube Sama heard it all. It's fine, Cyber. I'm sure we're not gonna get shadow bans. Right? Right? Thou makest a request most untenable. These tales deserve to be announced to the world with great gusto from the center. Yeah, that's the best way to hear those kinds of stories, but we should probably introduce ourselves first. Name's Mayors. How should I put this? Ah, did you meet the village chief earlier during the day? He's my Gramps. The city defeated racism by destroying everything with classism. Oh my gosh. Oh, that nice guy. So he had a granddaughter. Yet, I have not seen you once, Miss Mayors, under the sun. Oh my, you're right. I thought the village was completely dried of any young blood. Are you a freaking predator, Rodeo? Like, what the heck was that? Oh my gosh. Like Rodeo said, we didn't see Mayors out there, so there wasn't anyone else in the village we could comfortably call young. Taxes. Man, y'all pay your taxes still? Really? Taxes? Oh yeah, you know what we do with clankers? We drill nails through their hard drives. That's how we do with clankers. We just take nails and we drive them through the hard drives. And then we spread it all in the name of love and justice. Going on and on about the dangers that the outsiders pose and everything. It seems that they do not give full faith to their saviors. There are things you cannot share, even with whom you trust with your life. Though, I would like to know why. My, so there are a bunch of other kids who are stuck indoors in this village. No, there isn't anyone around my age in the village at all. If that's the case, I guess I can understand why he'd be overprotective. Anyways, it's our turn. We are... I'm good. I heard enough to get an idea. Thank you, Mayors. Arigato. Thank you for saving me from more reading. Thank you, Mayors. You're Tenchi. Angel. You did? Oh, pray how didst thou hear us? Via a listening device, most secret upon our chamber? Don, please shut up. For 5 seconds. Just shut up. Mayors tapped beside the wall, the part of it that was still standing anyway, and smiled ironically. Bad soundproofing. I could hear pretty much everything, Don Quixote, right? Everything Don Quixote practically sang during the day. Verily, I see. I think you could really do with a sense of embarrassment for once. Well, I guess that's good enough for self-introduction, so... Care to regale me with the tale of fixers who bring justice to the evils of the city? Haha! Indubitably. Then, aha! This shall do. I shall regale thee with the tale in which the legendary fixer, the arch magnificence herself, the Red Mist, hath... Tisk. I suppose that killed any hope for a good night's kip. Zena's the beeping FBI? What? Don't you usually pass out within a minute of your back hitting the hay no matter how noisy things are? What? Do you take me for some kind of hibernating bear or something? Maybe. Maybe. Honestly, he does kind of look like a bear. Wait, can we put Heathcliff in one of those, like, Japanese Kuma bear outfits? Ooh, that'd be so cute. Sigh, I'd say bear in hibernation is a pretty apt descriptor. For all that grumbling and moaning, he dozed off before any of us did. Aside from Heathcliff, who began snoring the moment his head touched the ground, some other sinners were fast asleep as well. Merso had entered sleep in his usual steadfast adherence to the routine, while foul sleep claimed to one of the few available cloth sheets as soon as the close of business for the day was confirmed. The sinners who had spent the entire last night searching for me in this unfamiliar land slowly began to fall asleep as well. Meanwhile, the fixer of the Zwei Association's first section. Though the night was no longer young, Don Quixote was still vigorously sharing the tales of adventures without even a single sign of fatigue. She's not determined to do this until sunrise, is she? I'm not gonna lie, she might actually go to sunrise. I guess it's okay since Mayors seems to be having fun. Why is her name Mayors? As I continued to watch the pair with some mild concern, Amiya, not yet asleep, approached me. This city Miss Don Quixote speaks of seems to be teeming with fixers of justice and exhilarating tales of adventures. Did you actually experience all of them yourselves? No, of course not. Don Quixote's stories are usually those of other famous people. But she's telling it with such vigor that it almost sounds like she was there herself. Well, I guess if you really want to get into it, some of them might be retellings of Don Quixote's personal experiences. Do I know? What do I not know? What are y'all hiding from me over there in the corner? Oi, put out your hands. What do y'all got over there? Oh, I see. Carry on. Ishmael replied uncertainly, thinking back to the plays we were made to watch back in La Mancha Land. Yeah. Vampires. Well, I think all those stories, even though they're only partially true, just go to show what a ridiculous place it can be. We wouldn't need fixers of justice to begin with if we really lived in a just world, right? A really good place to live would be quiet and peaceful without someone having to force it. That's true. I hope there'll come a day when Rhode Island can be a normal pharmaceutical company in the future. Imagine they save the world, and then Rhode Island is just like, finally, profit. Let's monopolize this. Something wrong? No, I just thought Miss Mayers and I made eye contact. Did she overhear our conversation? I looked her direction as well, but all I saw was Mayers excitedly reacting to Don Quixote's tales. Whoa, what happened then? Thus spake Lady Otis, boldly before the soldiers who stood in our path. Thou presumest to stand in our path, servants of a master most unworthy. I, Otis, shall educate ye on the manner maketh. Don Quixote was now retelling the stories of Limbus Company's adventures in Hongwan, and Otis, who could no longer stand Don Quixote's unintentional alterations of the story, jumped to her feet and shouted, "Damn it! What kind of nonsense are you feeding her? I never said anything like that." Ahem. Verily, certain aspects of this retelling may have been exaggerated. That's tales of adventures for you. Things are bound to get a bit dry when a story is told too realistically and as is, right? You know, nothing, not even anything resembling a proper record or a book remained once the profound silence swept through this village. I know, right? She's like, my feet getting bootlicked right now? Not me. I do the bootlicking around here. But a barrier doesn't stop the Barians from immigrating, contrary to their tight immigration control. Have you ever thought about leaving this place? It's still a challenge to cross the border, especially since we're going to have to pass through larger cities that are managed by the Inquisition. You don't seem particularly fond of this Inquisition. Why is that? It's because this village was formed by people who grew tired of living under the Inquisition's rule and fled. Sorry, but what kind of organization is this Inquisition? I know, oh my gosh, Sinclair is like, do I need to get the hell out of Dodge? Sinclair asked, face turning cold upon hearing the word Inquisition and that people fled from it. Oh no, Sinclair misses his ex-girlfriend Cromer. Ooh. Yeah, the Nagel und Hammer we saw back at E.G.O weren't the kind of memories that are so easily forgotten. According to Dr. Calston, the Inquisition is what filled the power vacuum once Iberia fell into chaos. That its inquisitors are the rapier and lamp-wielding protectors of Iberia's cities from lawlessness. Arknights is part is like on a side story. So like we're like doing like a side story of like Arknights. That's nice. Yeah, they are, but there's the Church of the oh no, no. Why is there always a church about some stinking deep part of the ocean? Why? Dark Souls 3. I swear I will never escape this. The Inquisition will go to whatever lengths to deal with incidents related to the church that worships Seaborns. 5. An organization that worships those monsters? It seems that cultist fanaticism is a plague wherever we go. I don't know if I'd call a Cromer a plague though, right? More like a blessing. I feel like people with all kinds of wrong faiths and beliefs are so common. See, the Seaborns are the ones that messed Iberia up, so following their logic, apparently it's okay for them to arrest anyone who seems even remotely connected to them. Are you saying that Iberia is like this because of the Seaborns? Those things from earlier, I guess they were kind of troublesome to deal with, but they didn't seem that strong. Anyways, it's just what I heard from our Gramps, but the Inquisition executed many innocent people, too, in their crusade against the Church of the Deep. For those who proclaim to be on the side of justice, they seem quite fond of committing such villainy. Oh my gosh, you can see Dawn is like ready to run off into the night looking for these people. But it might pose a clear danger to the daily lives of civilians. Yeah, I heard I was the only survivor. Everyone in my family died. You must have had to endure such a long period of pain. To be able to say something like that with such composure. For Iberia, they are heroes who will bring the land back to its glory days, but to Gramps, they were just oppressors, making his life difficult. That's why we've all had to come here, fleeing from the Inquisition's gaze. Yet, wherefore hast thou decided to settle at a place that is so, run down? Indeed. Oh my gosh. Devo! How much more story is in this one? There's so much reading. My voice is drying out so fast. I don't even think I normally talk this much. I'm gonna leave it on auto for a second while I like rest. I'm just gonna rest. I'm just gonna read for a moment. Nope, no soundproofing at all. Nope, none at all. Oh my gosh, the minute I set it to autoplay, they all decide to go to bed. As the mayor's is sleeping in her own room. Hey, this is a pretty big abandoned building, actually. A mysterious world that is neither the city nor the outskirts. But it seems that the lives of its people are just as difficult anywhere else. Honestly, I kind of want to watch the Arknights anime to get, like, acquainted with it. Because, like, did they recently get an anime or something? Ooh, it looks like there's combat here. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I can finally bring in more centers. Yes! Alright, let's bring in the big... Oh my gosh, I can bring in 12. Oh, let's go. What's the limit, though? Let's see, what is the limit? Ah, I see. So there is backup. Okay. Let me reset. Alright, so we're gonna go Thumb Murso. And I'm gonna be honest, I've not had any good luck using Cock Claire in these encounters, so I'm not gonna bring him along. I'm gonna bring this Sinclair. Then I don't know, do I really want to bring Dawn? Let's see how many we can get to before the backup kicks in. Ah, I see. So this will be our backup. Alright, so I'm just gonna run the normal mirror dungeon lineup that I use. So we're just gonna run it like this. Take the Greg, everything is maxed out. Exactly. It's so big. That's what she said, Dante. Amazing. That is a huge ship. We're in a rundown town, right? The level of craftsmanship on this thing. The hull is amazing. And yet there's sails on this thing. It looks like it's a modern vessel. Why would there even be sails here? Is this literally just for like aesthetics? It is a beautiful ship, honestly. It looks amazing. I didn't know there were any remaining vessels of this class in Iberia. I SB her name here. 'Tis called by the name Rebellion de las Masas. Revolt of the Masses, is it? A name very much mired in peculiarity indeed. Hung Lu chimed in that he was rather fond of it, with the size being about the same as the boat from his home, while Ishmael quickly jumped in to correct us that its size alone wasn't anything special at the Great Lake, but it was still pretty big compared to Mephi or the Indigo Elder's skiff. Just how big is Mephi when transformed, though? Man, I wish I had more monster energy right now. Ooh. As I briefed you yesterday, The great majority of the time-consuming repairs had already been completed by the villagers. The extent of our repair efforts only concerns a few components within the vessel that the villagers could not repair, which shouldn't take us much time. Unless parts that are unfamiliar to Faust are also malfunctioning, such as the core engine, remaining parts should be sufficiently managed by Faust. Despite... Devo, should we be letting Faust near the engine? Are we not afraid that she might just make Mephi 2.0? There seems to be a lot of fuel nearby. I think we need to keep an eye on Faust. I don't know why, but something tells me that we don't want to linger here for too long. Still, please be thorough about it, just in case. I'd rather not sit on a sinking ship again. The experience of the Great Lake was enough. Do not worry, Dante. Unlike Mephistopheles, the most functions of this vessel's buoyancy gear, propeller, steering gear are all in operational capacity. This repair should be much easier than the case with Mephistopheles. They seem confident enough. It should be safe this time around, right? Are we taking that rope to climb up to the ship? No, there's a lift-like apparatus down here. It should take us to the ship. Its stability was verified yesterday. Let us board the lift. You're 100% certain, right? Right? The boat is afloat right now, Dante. I don't think it'll be sinking anytime soon. When is Doctor gonna, like, come into the story? I want to see Doctor already. Wouldn't that be nice? Boy, are you two just going to faff about down here? We're heading up now. No, we're going with you. As I made my way into the vessel's bridge. Oh, what the... Oh my goodness. Sheesh. It looks so good in here. Oh my gosh. This isn't real gold, is it? Sure is shiny as heck in here. I've got butterflies in my stomach. Oh my gosh, I just realized Ryosha has not been speaking a lot lately. AS. Aesthetically satisfying, she says. But too ostentatious, not quite my style. Our young Mephi is also quite the excellent vessel. Yet imagine the adventures we could embark on aboard this vessel most lavishly decorated. As Faust and Otis were working on one of the control panels, Ishmael walked up to another and interfaced with it before giving a knowing nod. This must have been an investigative or research vessel of sorts, but it does seem a bit extravagant for one of those, though. Look, coordinates, updating in real time, it seems. The coordinates seem to have been set somewhere out in the middle of the ocean. Maybe it points to a small islet. Nope, no islet there. Ah! Blimey, lass, you sure know how to sneak up on people. Mayors? Ha ha! What, did I actually surprise you? Did I ask if you guys were gonna come fix the boat today? Still, I didn't know you'd be here. Why are the coordinates set to this location? There are several undersea cities beneath those coordinates, collectively known as A-Gear. Gramps' home. I see. Understood. What was understood, if I may ask? It is now understood why the promise to repair the ship was sufficient to earn their trust and the title of saviors. What is she on about? Someone get to translating. Consolidating and cross-referencing the observed particular circumstances of the village and the statements from the village chief alongside information garnered from the exchange with mayors, it is possible to gauge the significance this ship's repair has to the local populace. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let it autoplay for a second. I know, right? Like, her name is kind of, like, confusing, just a little bit. I'm gonna let autoplay for a second. I'm just trying to catch my voice up. I shall explain it in full. Oh gosh, she's saying it's gonna translate for Faust. Heathcliff's shoulders were relaxed. It didn't seem like he was actually going to swing the bat. He placed it lightly over his shoulders with a sigh. A brief observation of the village seemed to suggest that their subsistence situation was quite dire. Much of their daily sustenance consisted of dry food, most of them made for long-term storage purposes. Considering what Scotty said about how the coastal areas are full of danger, maybe those dried seafoods aren't from around here either. Maybe it's food they packed when they first came to Ferro Muerto. Some villagers were armed, yeah, and those sea terrors weren't exactly that formidable. I'm not gonna lie, something with an unbreakable coin not being formidable. Dante, please. Dante, please. Indeed, and that brings us to the question of sustenance. Right. Also, why is it that anytime Heathcliff shows up, it sounds like he's scratching a beard? I swear. I get what's going on here. The lass and her granddad are about to visit their hometown. They're trying to get some food supplies from there to feed the villagers. And to convince them, they're planning to use the fact that they're from the same neck of the woods, or sea, I guess. Oh, so we're not just repairing the ship. We're repairing their food supply plan as well. Huh? What's wrong? It's, while the expressions were rather crude, Heathcliff's summary of the situation was clear, to the point, and easily understood. The sinner stared at him with mild surprise. Bro, Dante's seen worse. True. Oi, what's with them annoying looks? Wait, oh, you saw this? You don't think I'm that dim-witted, do you? Heh. Top-notch intuition. It's just that it's been a while since you've shown this side of yourself. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I actually forget that Heathcliff is not like a punk. He actually does, like, kinda sound like a punk half the time. You know, when you really think about it, it is kind of your fault for, I've been too soft on you lately, haven't I? Oi, get back here. Ahem. Now with those fools out of the conversation, was he correct? Otis looks away from the usual chaos and asks Mayers. Honestly, I'm surprised he was on point. Yeah, food's been running low in the village, and at this rate we won't last another year. But the A.G.O will. I'm sure they'll welcome us with open arms. I don't want to come off like I'm overly worried, but do you think they'll welcome the others too? Unlike mayors or the chief, they're not A.G.O. I believe they will. Iberius suspects and hates the A.G.O for no other reason than that we're from the sea. But our home cannot have fallen so low as to abandon a group of starving land dwellers. Prithee, might thou explain to us who the A.G.O are? I had initially thought it to be a reference to a region, yet it also seems to refer to an affiliation of sorts. Maybe there's something like nest dwellers. Though I don't think I've heard of a nest that accepts backstreet's people with open arms. I love how they're trying to like tie their own terminology to like this world and like how it works. It's honestly very nice to see them trying to like break it down with like their own reasoning. If they call them nest toffs, A.G.O here, then does that make the rabbit-eared lass A.G.O too? Wait, in the world you came from, do they not distinguish between races? That is not entirely true. Delineation between races is a concept that does exist. Though I only saw them in the Fathoms, there were those terrifying things called the cuckoo spawns. However, as a general rule, it can be said that humans are, humans should be the only intelligent life forms in the city. The people of Terra have slightly varying appearances depending on their races, like my caudus ears. And I've got pointed ears because I'm an A.G.O. Wait a minute, so she's a sea elf. Oh my gosh, she is a sea elf. The closest idea to what they are discussing appeared to be, Don Quixote seemed to be struggling to finish her sentence. Marceau stepped in to continue. Let's see. The closest example in our world would be blood fiends. Similar external appearances to humans, different natures, comparable sapiens. You know, that's a very true statement, Lirico. There is no such thing as a race in the company, because we all suffer equally. 'Tis of my belief that blood fiends are ostracized due to their nature that make it coexistence of humans difficult. It may be that the E.G.O are also. Then wherefore are they made subjects of suspicion and hatred? That's... Well, the language is new, but the idea itself is pretty familiar to the city folks like us. Think of feathers, of fallen wings, kids born in the back streets, people who replace their body parts with prosthetics. Ah, yeah, the dirty clankers of the city. The people who discarded their humanity. Something about how we keep finding these similarities in ways of our lives, despite finding ourselves in a distant world with different rules, races, and humans, felt oddly discomforting. Let's see, the repairs are almost completed, but an issue has arisen. Multiple life forms identified ahead, assumed to be a sea terror horde. The ship's radar system seems to have suggested that the vessel is surrounded. There's the same monsters from yesterday. Executive Manager, please order us to prepare for battle. Damn it! Are they the sea terrors you encountered? They look a bit different, but yes, probably. There's a lot of them, but if our last experience tells us anything, we should be able to handle this. Amiya, please support us in battle like you did yesterday. Canst thou fight, young mayors? I feel like I'm just gonna get in your way. Then guys, find a place to keep mayors as far as possible from the battle. Then let's hurry down there. We don't want them damaging the ship any further. Yosh, get off our vessel! Be cast back into the sea! Let's get rid of them. But just in case, oh... So these guys inflict sinking, then these guys hit you with the unbreakable coins. I see how this goes. I see how this works. Surely our magnificent manager declaring the state-of-the-art peoner tactic should work enough here. Tear him apart. Oh my gosh, almost all of them are staggered. Oh my gosh. Time to spam the new E.G.O. Yeah, if we can get the thing set for it. Oh my gosh, go Marcel, go! I'm just glad that the IT system is still working in this universe. Nice! Alright, do we have enough to activate it now? Oh, I do! Let's go! Gosh dang it, Gregor, I swear. Gregor never likes using his new E.G.O, and it tears me apart when he doesn't do it. Like, just do it already, Gregor. Yosh, how do you like my unbreakable coins? Yeah. Oh, let's go! On brilliant glory, flowing. What's great is that it works well with almost any Gregor ID. I love it. Bang! Man, I have been going ham with gunners lately. Yosh. Oh, look at my boy! He's glowing! He's overflowing with power! Alright, how many enemies are there? There's 12 left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that's good enough. We'll let Gregor get these get his counts up real quick. Wait, what did I say, Devo? I'm sorry. My bad. I know! I hate it when it does that. This is a little mean. This is so mean. Yosh. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, he's so handsome. Oh. Excalibur. That was so cool. Oh my gosh. How much should I let it charge up to? I gotta read that part again. Alright, let's take a small break from reading. Let's look at our rewards real quick. I only have 114? Man. 20 times 5, that is around 110. I can take this and I can max out my E.G.O. Yosh. Nice. Ooh, 2 protection. 40 stacks consumed. I need to get a lot of stacks on this. Oh, that's right. We've only done 2 battle stages. That's right. Yush. Man, what do I get if I take it further? Offense level and damage up? Ooh. 100% damage? I love that it also gives him aggro as well. So it's gonna go so well with Zwei. Oh man, I don't want to sacrifice the E.G.O shards right now. I'll get that later. When Che was using it, she got max charge at like maybe 2 to 3 turns. Nice. Actually, guys, I have other E.G.Os as well. When did I get Lantern exactly? I should probably keep this in case I ever need to heal Gregor. I'll just leave it right there for now. What else do I have here? Oh, I totally forgot to show this to you guys, but I got the tankiest character in the entire game. Woo! Yosh. I got this Hong Lu. Okay, Corp Ampules. At 4+ count, the unit dies. Oh boy, that's not good. So cool though. Man, I just realized, who else can I look at here? If I get your Uptide 3, what do I get? Oh, I mean Uptide 4. Oh my gosh, it just gives a lot of good ooh, 2 blunt damage up would be really nice. I'm gonna buff the crap out of Gregor. I've just decided, honestly. Man, I also realized I could really do something with Rhodey if I wanted to. What happens if I get you upgrade all the way? Oh gosh, this actually gets some good buffs on here. Man, I should totally get this one up next because I just don't use my. I need like a proper burn Ryoshu unit. That's what I need. I need a proper burn Ryoshu. That's what I really want. Wait, did I ever upgrade Magic Bullet? What happens if I upgrade you? Oh, lots of Dark Flame. More Dark Flame would be really good, actually. Huh? Oh my goodness. You like 4th March match a lot? I like them as well. Is Jelly seeing that collection of Ryoshu E.G.O? Is she? Man, I should have showed it to her when earlier. Yeah, you want to see my bleed team? So I have the Contempt of Awe. I have this. And I have the E.G.O for it. And when Walpurgis comes back around, hey, I'm gonna get Red Eyes as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the only character I actually like to just equip all the E.G.Os on to, like, just actually show it off a little bit. I don't have an Aleph one yet, though. I need an Aleph one. But yeah, like, Lirico, my main team is Burn. So, like, my entire team right now is set up for... These two are for, like, my passives. Like, support passives. And then I just have a lot of Liu associations because I just love them so much. But, like, my main Ishmael unit is really this one. Because I like this because it does inflict burn. But I also slot it for, buffs. Also, hi, Oliver, how you doing? Hi. Oh my gosh, you heard Arknights and you're here. Time is ticking. We still have 10 more stages. I know. Let's get back to the grind. Yes, more fighting. More fighting, please. I want more fighting. We're straight to combat. Yes.
벽난로에 불도 지피고 음식도 준비하고 맞이할 준비를 해야 하니까.
The answer. Get him, Sinclair. Oh my gosh, look at all those little bony dogs. Man, he punched them to ash. Oh no, not this thing. Wait, leave him alone. I hate those sea flowers. They get so out of hand. Let's see, there's only one wave. Oh, but there's 20 enemies and none of them are... Okay, Gregor, I need you to start getting stacks. Oh gosh, our sanity is low. Ah, that's not good. Alright, we're dominating in our... Ooh, Yiseng is struggling. Okay, Yiseng... Oh, snap, we don't have a... Yes, let's go. You blessed me with the Kia. Thank you. Thank you, Albert. Yosh. I wonder if I should play Arknights. I wonder if Arknights is any good with their gameplay. I mean, the Project Moon CEO really likes it, right? That's the choir. Oh.
적들이 치명상을 입은 상태네. 자, 다들 팔 걷어붙이고 저들이 편하게.
Let's see, how many stacks is Gregor at? He's only at 11 stacks of Mana in the Scabbard. Try hard mode if I want to taste it a little. Ooh, okay. Alright, dominating. Honestly, for a level 55 encounter, this is pretty nice. I like it. It's kind of chill. Yiseng, my boy, what is going on over there, buddy? Yeah, isn't like Arknights mostly tower defense gameplay? No, I noticed what you said, Albert. Don't worry, I noticed. My voice is just, I can't react very well right now. Oh, that poor dog just got obliterated. Ah. Oh my gosh, look at all that. Look at all that stagger. Yes. Serves y'all right. Oh, he's at 22 stacks already. There's 10 enemies left. We're about to eliminate half of them. I love how pretty my burn team is now. I want more. I want like a burn team unit that is like really flashy, like Verso. Because I love how colorful the attacks are sometimes. Let's see what we have. Oh my gosh, he's getting shinier. Alright, we are at... I can't see the stacks. Oh my gosh, I think we're at 40 stacks. Oh my gosh, we're at 40 stacks. Let it rip. Yes, let's go. Get him, Gregor. Ooh, magic boy go burr. I'm not gonna lie, at Uptide 4, my Dawn lately, she's so strong now. Oh, let's go! Yes! Look at that damage! Oh, actually, I'm blocking the damage. Oh, 204 damage! Oh my gosh! Alright, I'm gonna move over a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna move there we go. I'm gonna move myself over so y'all can see Gregor's damage. Only 2? Wait, were there supposed to be more attacks? Sea terrors that had surrounded the ship returned to sea even before the battle came to an end. Oh wait, there are more of you? Get back here and fight! I wasn't done. And the retreat felt too orderly and deliberate to just be running away. It's almost like they're making a tactical retreat. We're doing peachy, but what about the ship? Faust, is the ship okay? 4 attack coin if they had survived. Oh, I missed out on the animations, man. Minor damage to the hull, but nothing that will impede the ship's operational capabilities. So I noticed during the battle, I might be wrong, of course, but I think I noticed how around the end of the battle, these monsters were starting to go after the manager. You're probably right, actually. I noticed too, at some point during our battle, the monsters realized that it's the manager who's commanding the rest of us. Oh no, if something happens to Dante, we're actually cooked. Because, like, I don't think Dante can rewind himself, can he? Yeah, if they explode early, man, I want to watch them, like, take all the damage, though. I'm sure they have many reasons, but Seaborns are beings of infinite potential, so much so that there's no superlative big enough to properly convey the scale. As organisms, they can endlessly evolve and die. I'm just gonna set this to auto. Let's see. How can they adapt to learn a language? What? I think they sound really smart. Mayor's eyes went round at Hong Lu's suggestion. She brought her hands to her mouth, surprised. It sure was something. I heard that there was a Seaborn who could talk. I feel like we're getting a lot of, like, info as to, like, what the rest of this is going to be like later down the line. They're kind of hinting at something here, I feel like. One is to communicate with humans, the other is to deceive. Honestly, that could be the reason, Otis. What about distortions? Some of them can already speak. Distortions are phenomena in which humans transform into monstrous forms, first absorbed after the White Knights and Dark Days incident. Therefore, that example is irrelevant to Otis's supposition. White Knights and Dark Days. Yeah, they're talking about the Seaborns. She whispered quietly, but as we were standing rather closer, we all caught on to the hint of joy in her voice. I don't know, though. Kind of calling out that, like, what if there was a Seaborn that could talk? And you're from the sea? Not gonna lie. Something suspicious going on right here. We're kind of a hive mind? Ah, I see. So that would imply the intelligent thought behind them. The pillar of light in the city. Did it really? Wait, how does she have access to this knowledge? Ain't it obvious? We've got the culprit right here. The storyteller lass has been gabbing on with no end. Yeah, she's been talking non-stop all morning about all kinds of stories, hasn't she? Hall? Yet I have not gotten that far? You again. You didn't get so lost in your own stories that you blabbed about our company secrets, have you? Nay, fie, I would simply not. As Don Quixote was subject to yet another round of scolding, Amiya stared out towards the sea, wary that sea terrors might start crawling to the surface once again before turning towards us. I wonder which of the two the Seaborns are. Their sense of self is really, really faint, so I don't think they'd be in either category. I think it's possible that they learned human language out of instinct, that the power of speech might help them survive. It appears that you, Miss Mayers, are quite the expert on the subject of Seaborns. Your knowledge of them goes beyond what fear for one's survival may yield, thereby suggesting a different means of acquisition. Do you, by chance, worship the Seaborns? I don't worship Seaborns. Seaborns don't have any hopes or wishes, just desire for survival. Miss Mayers, does that mean if Seaborns were somehow able to hope? Maybe so. Is that so? The repairs are complete. As we were conversing, Faust descended from the ship with a neatly organized set of tools, borrowed from the village. Repairs completed. I'm gonna let it auto for a second. My voice is getting weak. Yeah, we should probably get the ship moving, honestly. Yeah, we need to go to the dimensional door. I wish it would, like, show us the door out, like, in the middle of the sea or something. That would be really nice. The light's strong enough to break through the sea fog. We should be able to determine its location. So it's kind of like a lighthouse, but, like, in the middle of the sea, and we gotta reach it. Ooh. Heathcliff is already like, can we please go back home? Imagine we come out of this portal and Virgilius is like, where were y'all? And we're just like, you would not believe us. Oh my gosh. The Inquisitor. Oh my gosh. It's a yapping tile. There's gonna be a lot of yapping on this one. Oh man. Oh no. We're about to meet the Inquisition. Oh gosh. There's something going on in the village. Yeah, I hear it too. People shouting and hollering. When we returned to the village, ship repairs, we were welcomed by a rather hostile standoff. A quick count told me there were approximately 20 people assembled at the village square. Considering its population, that was pretty much the whole village. Ooh, who's that over there? Inquisitor. I think we've been found. Okay, guys, you know what I'm gonna say, right? You know what I'm gonna say, right? I'm trying so hard to keep it in check, but she's so cute. Oh my gosh. Look at her white hair. Oh my god, I love this outfit. Oh my goodness, the lantern. I love lanterns. And she's got like slight pink in her design. It's so good. She's friendly. I approve as well. I approve. She almost looked like a fixer from the city. So the Inquisition has discovered our village. Did you really think that you could forever stay out of the Inquisition's gaze, citizen? That's a naive dream. Yes, Cyber? Fabius disappeared from the Inquisition mid-interrogation under charges of suspicion and membership within the Church of the Deep. Last known location, Salt Flat. The other Inquisitors have informed me that you have been identified next to pirates in its fringes. From a criminal to an outlaw, what a dramatic evolution of your career. But it ends here, now. Every citizen here, including you, will be accompanying me to the Inquisition. They have never broken a single law, nor are they outlaws of any kind. They are not like me. They've disregarded the Inquisition's authority, evaded the gaze of Iberia, and found this sodden coast to lurk in. Is she basically saying that they're being arrested for loitering? Tell me I'm not supposed to find that suspicious. What are you talking about? You can't just start arresting people left and right with a tenuous suspicion like that. You shouldn't. We only wish to live a quiet life, ma'am. Is that so? Then you might find yourself returning to this village one day as long as you're telling the truth. Which is not an option for you, Fabius. Mayers, was Chief really a pirate? Well, yeah, but as far as I know, he's been out of the game for a while. Even when he ran with the pirates, all he ever did was share fin beef jerky to villages. Or carry Aegirians between them. Even if you're telling the truth, Mayers, I doubt the Inquisition will be lenient. Well, what now? I have but one question to ask. That Inquisitor, is she following the proper legal procedures? I don't know much about the laws of Iberia, but Dr. Khalsa told us that the word of the Inquisitors were pretty much the law around here. It is likely that she is following the proper legal procedures. The procedures are precisely what the villagers have fled from after all. Then it is decided. Otis quietly dragged me to the side and whispered outside Mayor's earshot. The sinners who were right next to me seem to have picked it up, though. Executive Manager, we best immediately return to the ship, take command of it, and sail out on our own. It is unwise to involve ourselves in this conflict. Also, good morning, Shamu. How are you doing? We're doing the ARKNIGHTS collab in Limbus right now. What? Are you seriously suggesting that we just let them arrest the villagers? Didn't you hear what the Inquisitor said? It seems quite cut out and dry to me. If this is just standard procedure with no local laws broken, we are in no place to involve ourselves. Our best hope is— oh gosh, where's Dawn? Where's Dawn? Someone grab Dawn right now. You can't do that, even if it's just standard procedure, even if they're working within the law. It's not. You stayed up to hear Mary's story too, didn't you? You know the Incorp Inquisitors were working within the law too when they came for the village. That was standard procedure too. Wait. Was that actually legal? What Incorp did? What? Nah. Say it isn't so. Oh my gosh. There's no way, right? Oh my goodness. I know what you went through, but I'd still rather not take a risk in an unfamiliar environment like this. I will try my best to figure out how to sail that ship. If I cannot, then I have faith in Ishmael to quickly learn its controls. I can't say you're wrong, but I don't know. Neither you nor I know anything about the ocean currents here, Otis. We can get the ship going, but I can't guarantee that we'll reach the dimensional door without any trouble. Do you know anything about the sea currents in this region? Not much, but I know the coastal sea somewhat. And you can't fight the Inquisitors directly here in Iberia. Fleeing with the ship might be the better option. What should we do, Dante? Yeah, I guess it's just kind of awkward for us to take the ship and go, huh? How about we try to talk to the Inquisitor then? I think we should at least try to hear them out first, them being the Inquisitor and the Chief both. If the discussion goes well, we might even be able to get the Inquisition's support. Like Mr. Honglu said, we should hear them out first, then try to convince them. I agree with them both. First, at least let's see what the Inquisitor has to say. R. Rabbit's right, she says. Rabbit. Are you certain that translation was accurate, Sinclair? Right? There's no way Ryoshi would choose anything other than violence, right? Tisk. Idiots. It's because the other options are pointless. Inquisitor Cenis were already under suspicion. She will doubtless try to stop us if we flee now. So talk first, lower her guard, then attack. And there it is. Well, she's already onto us, then we shouldn't give her an excuse to attack us by running away. Plus, she's kind of cute. Maybe she'll be reasonable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, she's clocked us. She knows. A clock-shaped head. Are you from the Colombian Union? They're wearing a clock for a head due to reasons, but they have nothing to do with the Colombian Union. Aldbear, can I get a translation? What is the Colombian Union? Tick-tock? What? Which language are they speaking? Regardless of whether you're from Colombia or not, you're clearly not from Iberia, let alone this village. You're not wrong, but I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. They're a cartel? Oh gosh. I'm quite certain you don't know enough about these villagers to stand between them and an Inquisitor. How long have you been staying here? 2 days? Buddy, do not tell her that. 2 days? Alright, enough of this chicanery. Get out of my way, outsider. The attempt appears to have been made on quite the unstable ground. Oh my god, she's angry. Please lend us your ear for a minute, Inquisitor. I am Amiya, leader of Rhode Island. Yes, I am aware of Iberia's closed border situation. Oh no, I just realized we're here illegally. We're breaking the law. Thanks to the Inquisitor's quick retort, I couldn't help but place my palm against my forehead at the exchange that followed. Oh, so not only are we dealing with outsiders of dubious origin, we have illegal entry as well. Oh my gosh. Also, hi Leia. Hi. I know, my voice is very worn out right now, isn't it? Don't worry, I won't overdo it. If we can't get through the whole collab right now, we'll definitely try to finish it at another time, I promise. I just want to get as close as I can to the mirror dungeon part. But thank you, Leia. You're waiting for stage 7 because it's gonna be Chef Kiss. Oh gosh, I've been briefed. Brazenly crossed the border, didn't you? You know, why am I thinking of Skyrim? Huh, got caught trying to cross that border as well, huh? I don't know how urgent that issue could be, but I doubt it's anything more significant than the situation at hand for Iberia and its Inquisition. The High Inquisitor is handling the Rhode Island issue. Stay put and await the consequences while he and the chatty med doctor of yours talk it out. Do you know that your treatment may depend on her negotiation skills? As for the village chief, I understand that you have the right to arrest him, as he is a fugitive who has fled in the middle of an interrogation, and has been sailing with the pirates. However, it is an inhumane treatment to arrest the rest of the villagers as well. The decision is well within the rights bestowed upon the Inquisition. They've lived for years right next to that highly suspicious A-gear. The Inquisition must investigate the rest of them as well to verify whether they have committed any acts of treason against our laws. This isn't going anywhere, is it? Listen, they've been surviving for years upon years by the coast without the protection of the Inquisition, and that simply cannot make sense. Chatty med doctor? I thought it was gonna be doctor. Ain't it funny how you're blaming them for what is essentially a failure of your responsibilities? And now you roll up in here, only to go, they shouldn't be alive, I'm arresting them all. What are you saying? These people should all be dead or something? I am. There is no other way to cut it. People simply shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this, not for this long. The Inquisitor's reply only seemed to fan Heathcliff's wrath as he lifted his bat and began striding forward. Ha! That's it. Lass, if you ever so much as touch the tip of a single villager's hair, please calm yourself, Heathcliff. But Hong Lu stepped in between them. Get your bloody hands off me! I've had enough of her! Continuing to threaten her will cause something irrevocably bad to happen. I believe that you know that yourself, Heathcliff. What do you suggest then? We're clearly not making any progress by trying to talk this out. Excuse me, Miss Inquisitor. What do you mean that people shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this? I mean it literally. Even by some miracle that they actually do survive, they should at least be suffering from endless hunger, struggling to their wits' end at the inevitability of the calamity. But they look too healthy. The heck? Then shouldn't you be applauding them for managing to survive through so much hardship? I'm an Inquisitor. I'm not some crazy person on a power high who goes around accosting and arresting civilians of Iberia straight to the gallows, okay? I have more than enough probable cause to take them in for interrogation. It's just that I don't have the time or the energy to explain every single one of them to you outsiders. I promise them a fair judgment, whichever way that may be, after a proper investigation. So stop it with this obstruction of justice. The Inquisitor brandished her rapier threateningly, her voice shaking with frustration. Dante, without the full picture of the circumstances, Faust advises against further antagonization of local political authority. I agree with Faust. I get the feeling she isn't the kind of heartless Inquisitor that goes around indiscriminately executing innocents, like Miss Mayers told us about earlier. I don't think she's anything like the Inquisitors of Incorp we saw back at Call. Hold your boys, Bix. What do you mean? I'm holding them back. We haven't fought her. We're not gonna knock her out. Yep. That's why Dawn's sneaking up behind her. Wait, did I say that out loud? Whoops. Continue to obstruct me, then. As the standoff was showing no signs of ending, Miss Mayers, I can answer your questions, so for now let's do as the Inquisitor says. Mayers, who had been hiding behind us ever since we returned to the village, suddenly stepped forward. Where's the big forehead we can play tic-tac-toe on? Oh my gosh. About the profound silence. Mayer's response to Otis was but a single concept. I didn't quite grasp its significance, but it seemed to surprise the Inquisitor. That's what they call the calamity that destroyed Iberia. Wait, what does Mayers know? What is she hiding from us here? Oh gosh, this is gonna start a fight, isn't it? Oh no. Oh my gosh, no way. What do you mean, C-Terror assimilation? Hard mode? Okay, we'll do it on hard mode. Is this the hard mode, Devo? Am I doing the right one? Also, hi, Clavis. How you doing? This one? No? Okay. Alright, we'll do it. Let's do it. Let's rip it. Let's go.
벌써 화끈하네.
You. Decades ago, a great wave ravaged through Iberia. It wasn't long before the Seaborns, carried by the waves, diminished Iberia's brilliant civilization to this. The waves, the profound silence, then must have reduced the village to its current state as well. Is there any reason it's called the profound silence? It doesn't seem to be the most appropriate moniker for a calamity like that. It's because the sea went dead silent before the waves came. The silence then claimed ships out at sea, then the cities of Iberia, then the Iberians. No one could say a word in face of the ineffable calamity. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Shammy. No average Iberian citizen should be privy to any of the information you're sharing. And the Church of the Deep is really capitalizing on the pandemonium that followed the profound silence. They pretend to be egg-gear from the sea, delude the citizenry of Iberia, and are sowing chaos in her lands. So that's why they're arresting the egg-gear left and right. I can see the thought process, but so it's understandable why the Inquisitor would want to arrest us. Dante. They have a very jagged seashore. The Inquisitors wordlessly stared at Mayers. Her eyes were filled with traces of anger and confusion, but she's afraid. There was fear in the face of a threat. Not the fear of the terrified, no, it's the fear of someone who's suddenly confronted with something they must destroy. The High Inquisitor once told me that should I come across an egg-gear who knows too much, there is a sliver of a chance that they may be of assistance to Iberia. Cease! Thou art threatening the innocent with thy brandishing of the firearm. But most are seduced by the allure of the sea. Thus, they are with little doubt our foes. I've got a bad feeling about this. Get out of my way, outsider. Final warning. Run! Quick on the uptake as always, Rhodia slung Mayers over her shoulder and ran past the villagers. While the sinners scattered in all oh my gosh, we're literally just running from the Inquisitor. Run! Everyone, book it! To the ship, we're getting out of here! Oh my gosh. Dude, look at Dawn. She is ready to throw down for these villagers. Oh my gosh. And in the midst of all that action, Don Quixote rushed toward the Inquisitor without a moment's hesitation. Have a good one, Clavis. Thank you for stopping by. Don, thou shalt go no further. I, a fixer of justice, shan't abide as thou persecute them. Forsooth, 'tis a battle delayed, not avoided. This clash is inevitable. In that moment of crisis, seconds before this could irrevocably make us a new enemy. Monster. Wait, no, monitor. Wait, what? Eh? Who are you? A large obsidian crystallization in the shape of a monster burst forth between the two of them. Oh, is this the legendary Dr. Calcit? Gah, who is it this time? That's enough meaningless bickering. Dr. Calcit! Do you know her? Yes, she's Dr. Calcit. Rhode Island's medical department. Ah, behind you! Uh-oh. It looks like they're fighting already. Oh no! Shirt first, talk later, is it? The negotiations are over. From this moment onward, Rhode Island is now operating within legal capacity on Iberian territory under the Inquisition's authorization. Oh my gosh, we have the authorization. Let's go. The Inquisitor fired a blast of that firearm-looking weapon, but the monster summoned by Calcit managed to deflect it. And the cannonball thrown from the weapon punched clean through the wall of the building we stayed the night in before punching through several other buildings behind it. Oh my goodness, she is strong. That was enough to instantly freeze the senators and the villagers on the spot. That penetrated a building. Though their walls may be weaker than the head standard for what counts as a building's exterior wall to punch through so many is. What a precise point it makes. Now's not the time to stand around and press run. It is a violation of a taboo to have that much penetrative power in a firearm. We're not in the city. Don't lose your heads over this. Taboos don't apply here. My head knows that to be true, yet my heart finds it difficult to be still. Oh boy, we're in a different level of power scaling now, aren't we? Oh man, I feel like everyone's just like looking at the Inquisitor like, good thing we did not fight that. It is advisable that we carefully observe and grasp the situation at hand instead of deliberating on a taboo. If she's Amiya's friend, she's our ally. Besides, she's got some super powerful looking prosthetic. Oi, 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 dirty clanker? Is she wielding a clanker? Wait, really, Devo? That's amazing. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's so... I love her. I love her hair. It's so nice. I love her outfit as well. I apologize for the disappointment, but I am not on anyone's side. In other words, your particular denomination ally may not be entirely correct. However, if I must define my allegiance, then let me inform you that the closest label would be that I am Inquisitor Irene's ally. Amiya, outsiders. As much as you would like to deny it, the Inquisitor's suspicions are true. Well, it can be said that the process by which she reached that conclusion was unfair. The conclusion itself is without a doubt correct. So they're actually connected to the Church of the Deep? That is one way to put it. To be more precise, they aren't connected to the church. They are the Church of the Deep. Perhaps the village itself is the dilapidated church of their congregation. Our village? A church? Just look at our buildings. Where would we even congregate? Your thoughts, Faust? There may not be many resources by which we may analyze the decision. However, the fact that Amiya's colleagues made the same argument as the Inquisitor brings the accused defense into question. Yeah, I can hardly believe that young Mayers is lying to us. Grab the minigun. Ah, man, my voice. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through this all in one go, guys. I'm gonna be honest. We might have to delay this till like Monday. I see you really are all entirely in the dark. An expected outcome, given that all of you may be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. As fortune should have it, there is no need for you to know it anyway. Truth is truth unchanging, without the acceptance from an errant group of outsiders. Besides, soon. I'm sorry, it seems that we've mired you in this trouble. Beat the stage 11? I really don't want to skip the story though. The village has already been identified by the Inquisition, and the Inquisition has even brought in an ally. It seems that quite unlikely that word shall resolve this conflict. Oh, he has a knife! He has a knife! John, get out of the way! The village chief with a benevolent look pulls a dagger from his cloth. That's a funny thing for a priest to be carrying. Oh no. Take responsibility, you don't have to go that... Blimey! We are now departing for the sea. Yet as we cannot bring ourselves to leave you here, I must ask you to join us for this journey. Become our bloodkin. What are you doing? Stop! The unanticipated, perhaps I was simply in denial of this rising dread. Ambush did not end there. Oh no, Ishmael! No! are so... The villagers suddenly began shanking the sinners with weapons they had concealed in their cloths. And it seemed that they were coming for me as well. Amiya, on your left! Amiya materialized, a black ribbon-like apparition, parrying away the dagger flying in my direction. When another villager rushed in, taking advantage of the opening. The charging villager's back made a visceral, crunchy noise. Someone flung them away? Oh my gosh, Scotty! Scotty's back! Yes! Let's go! Scotty, let me catch you up to speed. I know the situation. The fishy smell was what I went to investigate earlier. Unlike Amiya and I, who managed to survive the initial ambush, the sinners weren't doing so well. At least we had a silver lining in that the Inquisitor calls it quick understanding of the situation, and the subsequent retaliation led the villagers away from the sinners. What an odd thing to say. Why would we hold any animosity towards you? Why would we intend to kill you? We are not trying to hurt you. We are simply trying to give you a form better suited for the sea. Oh gosh, they're trying to transform us into these little monsters. Until we were obstructed. I won't make a big stink about what happened. Even if you are outsiders, any lives lost on Iberian soil are my responsibility. It's my fault. I'm sorry it came to this. Wait, lives lost? We're still alive, you know. We can shake off a stab wound, like... This is most unfortunate, outsider. Huh? What? Your friends are either going to die or turn into seaborns. The daggers that stabbed them were laced with the flesh of sea terrors. Well, that's not a very big deal. Everyone was acting like this was it for the sinners. Oh man, they get to witness our special ability. I should be able to deal with this by turning the clock. It's not that bad. My only concern was that I didn't know what it would be like to bring him back to life. The golden bow helped deal with the whale's polidification effects, but I had no idea how it would interact with seaborn transformations. The sinners can't turn? No, Dante can rewind the clock on the sinners and bring them either back to life or back to an original state of being. We should just kill them before they turn. I know this must be hard for you, but what? Sorry to bother you with this, but can you kill my friends? And preferably in the least painful way, you know? Oh, sorry, was that last part kind of too much to ask? Wait, whoa, wait. Don't give up already. If we bring them back to Rhode Island, we should be able to do something to help them. How should I explain this, guys? Can you... I know what you mean, but I can't right now. My strength has rapidly deteriorated since the ambush. It's kind of tingly too, so maybe they use some kind of paralytic cocktail. Just trust me this one time. I can assure you that I'm just not giving up on them. Amiya, can you understand the outsider's speech? Yes. It's just that they're making a pretty difficult request. They want me to kill all of their friends before they transform into Seaborn. Oh my gosh, Scotty, no. Oh my goodness. Bro. Amiya seemed to have been taken aback by how fast Scotty jumped into action. What are you doing? Scotty! Don't let this spook you. This is just how we roll. The clock turns. The decapitated heads creep towards the headless torsos, connecting with the threads of blood. The sensation is that of reversal. It feels as though the sinners and I are severed from the rest of the world, rewinding in isolation. Is this rewinding us? Going back in time? Or are we defying the concept itself? This pain is multifold worse than the sensation of a straightforward decapitation. The pain is in the heart. As the current of death reverses, I sense a deep, crushing isolation. Their wounds are disappearing? Resurrection, metempsychosis, or time reversal. Puzzling. I have no knowledge with which to interpret this technology. The cost seems to be that the pain is transferred to the one who rewinds. But there you go, Oddbear. That is the explanation of Dante. Why he is the executive manager of the sinners. He alone who commands them and can bring them back from the brink of death. I couldn't stop shaking. All of my limbs were trembling from the icy solitude. Still, I took a moment to collect myself and ordered the sinners. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're all getting put back together. We should be able to find out once we take them down. Dare to see the executive manager and try to take their life? Oh no. Otis, calm down. It's okay. Prepare thyself, for thou shalt know the price for making a mockery of justice. Yeah, we can't just let this slide, you know. How unfortunate. I had high hopes that all of you would become fine bloodkins. Let's go! Dude, I agree. They were aura farming. They got back up and they were just like, about damn time. Let us at them. Time for the revenge match. Let's go, Fabius. Let's go. Bring it on, cultists. Round 2, fight. Don't you dare lose, Merceau. Don't you dare lose. Lirico, you should definitely get Merceau. He is amazing. He's a really good trimmer unit. I'm not gonna lie, Devo, I'm not sure how much stamina I have left with my boys. But I am trying to hang in there for you. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like low-key thinking about finishing this on Monday when I'm like a little bit more like healed up. Yes! Alright, we can act. Oh, I don't have enough resources, man. No resources. Ah! I want to use Gregor's ability again. Oh well, we just keep farming. Boom! Don't you? Oh, come on, he's saying, come on. You're gonna let Rhodey outperform you? Yush! Fix bayonets! Nice! Push him back. Get him, Don! Get him! Nice! Oh, he has a lot of HP on him. Yes, that means he's a good punching bag. Oh my gosh, I found my target. Let's see. Gregor, do the thing. Let's see, where should I direct this? I should probably direct it towards a staggered unit, just to stay safe. Ah, over here to this guy. There we go. Yush. Oliver, who is this guy that this E.G.O is from? Like, who is it? Do you know him? Can you explain it to me? Mjolnir? Yeah, Mjolnir. Is he like a paladin or something? Yosh, magic bullet time. Yes! Oh, he has tentacles! Oh, that's gross! Oh! Oh, that's disgusting. Now you need to die. That's too much, buddy. Just no. Let's see, Gregor's not, we're not overheated on fuel yet. Is the guy from the You Must Keep the Bloodline memes? Are you talking about like Chris Redfield? Is he like the Chris Redfield of the Arknights universe? Yes! Let's get that blood damage bonus. Get him, Gregor. Oh, you are not beating my E-Sang when he's fired up like that. No, no, no. Oi! Stop it with the sinking! I don't even have a fluid sac to reverse it. Ah. Yes. Alright, what's Gregor at? 21 stacks. Yush. Let's see, does Gregor have... Oh, that's good. He has a good skill. I think it's like, what, skill 2? Yes, we should be doing good here. Rhodia does not have any resources yet. Man, it's so hard to get these resources outside of Mirror Dungeon. Alright, looks like we're gonna be able to focus on Fabius as soon as we get rid of these guys. And that means we'll get to let Gregor let her rip. Yosh. Oh, man, he just tipped over. Oh no, don't get your nasty tentacles away from me. Oh, he's a slimy, slippery old man. Oh my gosh, Dawn and the old man are duking it out. How many clashes? Oh my gosh. Gregor coming up out of nowhere. Oh man, we got 40 stacks. Let's go. Man, imagine if I overclocked it. Ooh. Nah, I'm not gonna do the funny right now. I'll do the funny later. This is all for you, buddy. Where should I target this? Probably not on the defense skill. I should probably do it on something that he'll actually take damage from. No, don't target that guy. That'd be so stupid. Let's see. Who are you targeting? E-Sang? Alright, you can target E-Sang. I don't care. Yes! Yo, Gregor, do it! He has plenty of HP. He can take it. Yes! This honor, this glory. Oh. Oh my gosh. That was so cool. Man, and he's still standing after that? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Come on, Rhodia, get in there. Don't you dare lose to this old man. He's so squishy. Oh man, Gregor still has 20 stacks? Ooh, man, I could just let it rip. How did I get staggered, though? My goodness. I don't think Rhodey has anything she can use here. It looks like we're going in for the damage here, though. He's too strong, ego clashing. Nah, I'll win. I don't need to spam egos for this. Oh my gosh. It looked like Don was about to go a few rounds with the old man again. Yeah, Scotty, don't worry. I haven't unlocked Scotty yet, unfortunately. Man, do I have magic bullet yet? Oh, one of them died? What? Who died? Alright, now you pissed me off, old man. You have pissed me off. You are getting executed by the Queen of Glaze. Yush. Yeah. How many magic bullets are we at? Oh, he's cool. Get him, Otis. Yush. Firing squad. 6 HP, my butt. 123 dark flame. Execution. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. Guys, give me like 1 second. I need to use the bathroom because I've been drinking way too much water. So just give me like 1 sec. I'll be right back. BRB. I'll be right here. Yes, I'm back. Oh my gosh. Yes. No, I said I was gonna be right back. Byxis is staring into the abyss. I said I needed to use the bathroom. I was only gone for like 5 seconds. I'm still here. I should put up a message. I need like a BRB message. I need to be like Che. Just have like a big glaring white text. Just BRB on the screen. That's what I need. Or better yet, I should use this. Check this out. I have this. I should really use this more often, honestly. I really need to give more utility to this. Because like then it would just lead to less confusion, don't y'all think? Byxis becoming one with the Seaborn. I just needed to pee is all. Let's see. Where the ship is. That's where they were headed. They're trying to board the vessel, Mosaic. Wait, but we never told them that the ship was repaired, so how? Ain't obvious the whole village is in on it. It ain't surprised that they'd send someone to spy on us, or they know a way to get the ship floating, even in its broken state. Vessel? Mosaic? Vessel Rebellion de las Mosaic. The ship is moored at a port in that direction. Wait, it can't be! Irene, who was preoccupied with battling the rest of the followers of the Church of the Deep, who were in hiding, quickly gave chase. But Fabius and the villagers were already aboard the repaired ship, slowly departing the harbor with a horde of sea terrors between us and them. How could a vessel of that size become operational this fast? The exterior, the name, it must have been constructed during the golden age of Iberia. But how are we supposed to chase that? What if we built a raft and rowed after them? Mate, come on. Seas full of sea terrors won't get very far before it sinks. Do you see something, Amiya? You keep looking in that direction. Oh. The vessel Masa soon disappeared into the mist, and... Oh, so hi, Lirico. Sorry, I had to get up to, like, go use the bathroom. I think Aldver said that this was, like, some, part of some type of, like, side story in Arknights. Leaving only mayors. Hi, mayors. You know how we can chase after them?
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면 탄원은
Yosh,
어디든
how much
무엇이든
currency
누구든
do we have
관통합니다.
now? Let's see what we got on currency right now. 137. Sounds good to me. I kind of want to gamble for Gregor shards right now, though. Like, just a little bit, you know? Let's see. Can we get Gregor shards? Let's see what we got. Is it enough? Probably not. I only got 5 for Gregor? Man! Saving is non-existent? Nope. No, it is not. I shall burn out every avenue from top to bottom. And if I do not make it, then I shall grind it myself. Wait. Oh. Yosh. I have 3 boxes. I can get 3 Gregor boxes. Yosh. That reminds me, what is the level on that Sinclair? Only level 42. Hold on, let's fix that real quick.
보호 요청에 대한 임무를 완수했습니다. 다시 순찰로 돌아가죠.
어줍잖은 결과에 들뜨지 말도록.
Yosh.
우리가 사냥.
Sinclair, come here. I don't want you losing your clashes. I know, right, Oliver? It's so tactile. I like it. It scratches every itch in my head. Oh. Wow. It's so good. I love clicking it all day long. Wait, they automatically go to level 55? I did not know that. I did not know that, actually. Yes. Wait, do we have access to the hard mode now? No, we do not. What is the hard mode for this? What is this? What is this? Oh! Yosh.
불꽃을 벼리겠소.
Hard mode. How hard could it be? Da na 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 na.
バスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に
Oh,
嬉
this
し
is
い
gonna
で
be
す。
great. Neutral. Struggling. Lovely. Oh gosh. Alright, run it.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与
Listen,
え
man.
る
Have more faith in my sinners.
囚人の皆さんの状態を確認する必要がありそうです。管理人。
Wait a minute. Hold on. I have a plan. I have a great idea. Hold on. I have a better idea than just suffering. Hold on.
다음에는 더 많이 불태울 거다.
Hear me out. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, does it not set her to level 55 if I take her into hard mode? Y'all said it was offsetting my levels for me, right? Right? Huh? Hard mode doesn't set to 55? Oh. Let me fix that real quick. Hold on.
탄환은 계속해서 만들어지고 방어쇠도 계속해서 당겨질 겁니다.
Oh, nice. Refilled. Let's go.
좋아. 일은 나쁘지 않게 끝났네. 배도 고픈데
I
가는 길에
might
뭐라도
need
먹자.
like a little bit more.
보호 요청에 대한 임무를 완수했습니다.
Alright, let me go back here.
다시 순
Close enough. Close enough. Actually, I don't know. Bix, why? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine, Devo.
따뜻하게 혹은 뜨겁게.
Alright, no, we're fine. It's fine. Wait, Honglu's level 22. Oh my. Oh, yeah, hold on. You know what? Just screw it. Just screw it. I didn't even see Honglu's level earlier. Ah! Alright, now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. Let's go. Alright, Dante, shut up. We don't need exposition again. Let's go. Let's go battle. Let's fight though. Fight though.
Limbus Company の皆さんと
Limbus Company.
本当に嬉しいです。
짐승들의
Alright, let's go. Hi, Jay. How's it going? I know I can't play Ryoshu. I
이
know.
정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
Alright, stop ganging up on my Honglu.
敵は深手を負っています。
Jay, we're doing like the very first stage right now. No spoilers, just combat. Don't worry. Alright, now we win rate.
짐승들의 재갈을 풀겠다.
Yes. Nice. Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna bring the best Ryoshu on the next stage. Yeah.
敵は深手を負っています。
Che, you would love my Ryoshu. I should have made Ishmael go first. So I could get more turns on her.
화격검.
Nice. We have the shield back up.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
I love Lee Ryoshu. She's so badass looking. I love her.
囚人の皆さんの
I'm not gonna lie,
状態を確認する
why
必要がありそう
Ishmael
で
is
す。
such a carry unit. Like, oh my gosh. I'm getting carried so hard right now.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Also, hi, Satsman, how you doing? Ah! Yes, go, Honglu, go!
とても効果的でした。
This is why I redeemed Ishmael's wife. She's just so good at being tanky. I can use her to carry through hard mode.
このまま行けば敵を食い止められ
All I have to do. Oh, we have skill 3 up. Wait. Oh, we can get Gregor's. Let's go. Alright, we gotta keep the shield up. I am the bone of my sword. I remember watching Unlimited Blade Works for the first time and getting actual chills. Like, it was one of my favorite Fate moments of all time. I literally didn't care about anything else. I just wanted to see that moment. See, Devo, we're doing just fine. Yeah, Archer was really awesome. But the whole series, I was like, man, when is Saber gonna use Excalibur? I was waiting for it the whole time. Aw, man, there's not enough of them left. I don't get to see the thingy go off. Oh, I'll just kill him. We still have a hard mode to do after this. Only fights from here on. Taking a story break. Oh, that's right. We're getting Archer Faust soon. I think I'm just gonna shard her, honestly. Every Faust unit I want right now, like all of her all Faust things are just on season 5, and I'm waiting for it to unlock. Yush. I think it's kind of nice that we're getting like a slightly different She ID.
또 한 줄 키를 남겼구나.
49% of damage contributed. That, yeah, because my Gregor didn't get a chance.
홍어는 그제야 알게
Story is
되겠지.
same with normal and hard. Alright, let me just skip. We just skip for Che. Because in a few hours, Che is going to experience the story. Che's stamina is probably better than mine. She can probably do the whole thing without losing her voice. It's... My mother gets like so worried. She's like, why are you losing your voice? That's not normal. I'm like, Ma, I work a call center and I talk online 24/7. Ma, my voice hurts. It's so scratchy. I'm down to like literally having cough drops be like a thing I keep on myself at all times now. Throat goat? No, I'm not a throat goat. And more story. Get out of here. Out of here with the story. I want fighting. No story. Fighting. I want fighting. Yeah, there's no dubs. I can't just sit here and listen to it. I gotta read everything. Alright, we bring Ryoshu. Oh, but she's only level 40.
일이라면 간다.
Nah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. But just in case, I'm bringing Ishmael.
지정 보호 구역에 소요 사태와
걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다. 열려.
일이라면 준비는 항상 되어 있습니다.
열려.
명령하실 때까지.
잠깐만 빠져먹고
Rodeo for heals, probably.
잠깐만 빠져먹고
But man, I think he's saying for the wait, no, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
일이라면
Yoshi.
간다.
잠깐만
Alright, we'll bring Yisang to help with this sanity. Let's see. Change your image to uptie 1. Are you talking about for Ryoshu? Yeah, there we go. Hi, Joshua. How's it going? Hi. Welcome in. I don't know. I like this a lot more. I like seeing the action. It also just seems a lot brighter. But, like, I also appreciate this. Getting to see Ryoshu's muscles. Alright, I think we're doing pretty good here. Change you back for right now. I'll set you guys up to be the backups.
따뜻하게
준비되어 있습니다.
몸이
Just in
찌뿌둥하는
case things go
중이었어.
wrong.
때려 부수러 갈
Level
벌써
36?
화끈하네.
Nah, we're fine. That's nice, Joshua. How far are you?
자자, 대열 정비하고.
I know.
새끼들은
I
유인할
also
정도로 잘
just
달렸는지
need
다시 확인하고.
the Ardor
걱정은
Blossom
구김없는지
Vows.
체크하고.
That's
이제
what I need right
대청소를
now.
시작해볼까?
I also just want to see her go boom. Alright, let it rip. Get in there and smell protect them.
버린 손님들처럼 비틀거리고 있네. 한 접시 큰
Oh my
사주
gosh, they're
먹여줄까?
all staggered. Oh man. I'll use the skill 3 on the next round.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
I actually never played Arknights, believe it or not.
알맞게 먼지 덩어리
I watched like
같은
episode 1 of their anime, but I haven't watched much more of it. I don't really understand much about Arknights. I do want to try out Arknights Enfield when it comes out though. It looks really fun.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
적들이 치명상을 입은
See, now
상태네.
Ishmael gets that extra
자,
turn,
다들 팔 걷어붙이고
meaning I can keep her shield on uptime at all times, and then I can just dish out the damage and keep the aggro. Enfield is tower defense though, is it? It looks like it had active combat in it.
좋아. 적들이 싫어하는 음식이 뭐였는지 정확히 간파해.
Like from what I saw, it looked like they were actually fighting in that game. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, Enfield's a open world game, isn't it? It just has a like a base building simulator type thing, right?
자, 다들 팔 걷어붙이고.
Tower offense?
저들이
Wait, what is tower
편하게 잠들 수 있도록
offense?
침대볼을 깔아주자고.
Oh wait, I just realized I can charge up the E.G.O.
언제까지 버티나 보자고. 눈부시지 않다고 두려워하지 마.
Don't fear the absence of brilliance. Oh. I hope the aggro of the E.G.O. doesn't mess with Ishmael.
훌륭한 버틀러의 자세야. 한 번에 여러 가지의 임무를 동시에 끝내면서 연습 계획해 놓는 거지.
I do like that it's a discount. So that way I can actually just get it going early
적들이 치명상을 입은
and start
상태네.
charging it up.
자, 다들 팔 걷어붙이고 저들이 편하게 잠들 수 있도록 침대볼을
Looks like
깔아주자고.
we're almost done with this though. I have faith we'll win this.
완벽한 한방을 위해
전탄 격발.
All according to K-Copter. The plan is proceeding smoothly. Gosh! Gregor, calm down! They're not blood fiends, you can chill! She just had to make sure they were dead right there.
Mission accomplished.
You got Calsa and Limbus? Nice! I have been incredibly unlucky with the collaboration gacha. I did not get a single E.G.O. in 270, I think I'm at like 280 pulls now. Like, I have been suffering. Let me check. Yeah, exactly 280 pulls. Because I got the Gregor, because I exchanged, because I was just tired of pulling. Wait. I know I shouldn't, but I want to. Come on. Can I get blue one time? Please. One blue. One blue. Come on, please. For everything that is holy, give me one blue. Man. I don't know why I ever think it's gonna change, guys. I keep pulling, thinking in some way, through my wishes, I'll be able to change and alter things, but no. No, no. It's never happening. Man. It's just not gonna happen. Alright, back to suffering in the fighting. Level 36 against level 55? That's fine. We'll be fine. If only I wasn't pulling for Galbraina and Wuthering Waves, I'd probably be spending more on the gacha.
복장은 구김 없는지 체크하고 이제 대청소를 시작해 볼까?
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게.
좋아, 알맞게 먼지 덩어리를 털어냈네. 그러니까 이젠 잠을 내볼 차례겠지.
Sorry, I got my science correct. Yeah, when's Doctor gonna show up? I want to see Doctor already. I assume he'll come in when he's most needed. Like when things are getting like really dire is when I expect him to show up. You got Ling Yang? I'm sorry, Che. I'm sorry. I got Galbraina. I actually managed to flip positively on the 50-50. Still not sure how I exactly pulled that off though. Now I just gotta pay for the weapon. I also just kind of like rushed her echoes, so I gotta do all her echoes later. I just wanted her to be playable for a bit. Honestly, is there any other Ishmael you need other than Zly? Otis, no, what happened? Otis!
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요.
I do not regret getting Merceau. There's a lot of yapping, Che, in the story. I'm not gonna be able to finish it tonight
눈부시지 않다고
because I'm starting to get kind of sick, and my voice is giving out. But I'm definitely gonna finish this on like Monday. But there was a lot more yapping than I thought there was gonna be. They did a really good job with the story. But I don't have anything to judge it by for the Arknight side of things. So to me, it just feels like they did a really good job from like what I've seen from the Limbus side. Man, Otis is not looking good over there. Yeah, I'm not halfway. I think Devo said there's like 14 stages in the mirror dungeon. Che, you'll probably finish it, but like I'm not gonna be able to. Yes, Cyber.
벌써 부서졌나?
I can do it. No, I can do it. I just like I'm not gonna lie. I'm just feeling kind of sick.
대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
적들이 치명상을 입은 상태네. 자, 다들 팔 걷어 붙이고 저들이 편하게 잠들 수 있도록 침대볼을 깔아주자고.
I'm not gonna lie. This is probably just from like me staying up for the past few nights. What is that? What do you mean you're combat ready? Yeah, I will say he looks combat ready, alright. Oh my gosh, the Unbreakables. Gregor is halfway to his stacks. Ah, man. Let's go.
조심 1번. 대검 방어.
이것밖에 못해.
전탄 격발.
Burn him away, Gregor.
거러지 같은 놈들.
And there's the Unbreakable.
총알값 아까울려면
Marcel is like, let me back at him, chief.
적들이 치명상을 입은 상태네. 자, 다들 팔 걷어
Alright,
붙이고
Gregor, your time is here.
편하게 잠들 수 있도록 침대볼을 깔아주자고.
End them all.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
아이고, 엉뚱한 곳을 청소했나 보네. 정신 똑바로 차리고 다시 가보자.
Let's go.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은 이빨이지 않을 텐데.
Aw, man.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
Yeah.
최선의 방어를.
Smash him. Smash him, Ishmael. Get him.
대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, I think I'm getting a little too sick right now. My sinuses are kind of choking me out right now.
나를 들뜨게
I think we're
만드는
gonna
건
wrap up
많지
here.
않지만
I think I've done as much
그
as I can take.
귀중한 경우의 수에 들어맞았군.
I'm sorry we couldn't get to hard mode 7,
잘
Devo.
놀다 간다.
I'm sorry.
회수하지 않은 탄피는
But like, I do hope that you and Che enjoy getting through this. I'll do one more 10 pull though. I mean, not 10 pull, 1 pull on the banner before I rest. One more. Man, it would have been great for that one to be the blue one, but alas, it shan't be. No, do not put those filthy options in front of my face. Yes. But I'm sorry guys. I know I'm not like in the best shape tonight. I'm trying to get some rest for tomorrow, so I'm gonna rest up. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm just like I'm not gonna lie, I might have to take tomorrow off. I might have to end up taking tomorrow. But for everyone, I had a good time. The collab is very fun. I really like the story. Mayor's is adorable. The Inquisitor is actually kind of cool. Really liked her design. I'm a little interested in Arknights. I might look up some gameplay and stuff later, just because like I might see what it's like. Also, hi Otto, how are you? But yeah, I'm gonna go sleep now because I'm feeling very, very sick. So I will see you all later. Bye-bye.